We all right? We recording everything, Alex? You good, man? How you feeling?
You got it, bro. You tired?
Man, I ain't tired, man. I'm good. I was like, you look like you strong or something, bro. You was in the gym or you was eating a lot?
Both.
Yeah. It look like you're a little bigger, bro.
I've been in the
Your
gym
arms big.
trying to get right for the
You
summertime.
been doing your push-ups?
Yeah.
Doing your push-ups?
I'm actually benching again. Trying to get to 225, bro. Shit crazy.
Okay, strong, man.
My shoulder messed up though.
You know they say like grown men supposed to be able to bench 225.
Yeah, because they say if one man can hold you down, two men can rape you. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Nah, it's for real.
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard that.
You can put your
I'm
mic
not a
close if you
man,
want.
so I guess.
No, I'm saying if you want, you can pull it close if you want. I saw you.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I can't get 225 though. But the 45 can. So,
That was ghetto.
shit. Hey, I'm gonna get it though. That's my goal. I ain't gonna lie.
I think you can, bro.
225.
Bro, I be seeing niggas in the gym that be like smaller than both of us, bro. It's like literally mentality. It's your mentality.
It's not. I hate when people say that.
I do think it's the mentality,
It's
bro.
not.
It is, bro. Like,
nigga, if you're not strong, you're not strong. I don't care
When
how
your-
strong your mind
Yeah,
is.
Bro,
when
I'm
your
trying to
body
tell
break down.
you.
I ran a marathon, right? And in my mind, I swear to God, I'm like, yo, stop being a bitch. Like, I'm like, nah, bro, we not on that. Like, we gonna finish this marathon. You know what I'm saying? My legs is cramped. It ain't nothing I can do. That's just prep work. If you ain't
He don't let that story die.
I'm
That
gonna
nigga
know,
gotta
'cause
zoom
I
in
was
close up for
pissed.
that goddamn calf.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
No, that shit was
broke
crazy.
my heart.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like when you showed the picture, I was
That
like,
shit broke my heart because I'm like, man, I wanted people to understand, like, because I'm running. I'm not on no like tired, stopping, and I couldn't run. Like, there's nothing I could do. Like, it ain't nothing I could do. So yeah, you
sorry,
think
bro, you running back though.
nigga gonna be like, yeah, I can lift 225. You gonna get it? That shit gonna fall in your neck. Nigga like, I know it's a mind that can stop a bullet. Yeah, all right.
I can stop a bullet.
Stop a bullet with your motherfucking forehead. Like, niggas-
I mean, you did stop it. You know what I'm saying? You might not survive, but shit.
That's graphic shit. God damn. How y'all feeling, man? How was y'all week?
It was good, actually. It was really good.
Janae smiling ear to ear. God damn.
Oh my God.
You know, she wasn't here last week. You know what I'm saying?
First of all,
Like,
y'all do this every
Yeah.
time. I can't smile.
Yeah, you can smile, but
So
you-
then I'm just be smiling. I'm a smiley person. We ain't gotten to that point yet.
we ain't
That
seen her in
motherfucker
2
It's
was
weeks.
always got to be something, huh?
We ain't seen you in 2 weeks.
No,
come
you
back
didn't see.
smiling.
Relax.
that smile go to the fucking back
Somebody
of her
actually
neck.
hit me and was like, "Why you wasn't on the last episode?" I was like, "Oh, y'all like me on that? Okay, period." I said I was out of town. I got a life.
She's getting some cutty, putting some work in. She's getting some cutty, putting some work in. Okay.
I've been working on it, putting in overtime.
Mhm.
She came through singing to it. Oh my God.
How was this week? I guess though.
Yeah,
Well, that was last week.
man.
How was y'all week? I mean,
What?
was that a part of the last week or no? That
I
wasn't.
mean, that was last
What was the
Saturday.
weekend?
Oh, so how was the week, man?
This week is pretty cool, actually. You know my plight, but making it through. Good things are happening.
Okay. Whatever that mean, I don't know what the fuck that mean, but. Insider, okay.
Right. I feel like you know what I've been doing day in and day out.
Okay. That's it?
That was very philosophical. You know my plight.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she been,
An ode to my life. All right, sorry. No, my week was good, bro. Like it was busy.
Did
Actually
you
pretty
get any
busy.
cutty, bro?
No, bro. I haven't had sex since the
Did you get some cutty?
beginning of the year. I've been chilling.
Probably, but probably was early in the week though.
At
Yeah.
this point, cutty is life for me.
Oh shit! Damn.
I'm just kidding.
God, nigga said cutty is like
I'm
God.
just kidding.
Shit.
I'm just kidding.
Give it all to him. Fuck.
Listen.
I'm gonna have to put this
dang.
back on Patreon.
Listen.
Facts, shit.
Listen.
What you looking at?
I'm happy.
What you see? Yeah, I know
Nothing.
you see something. This nigga
Nah,
looking
I mean,
up
you know,
into the distance.
she do look a little contrasting, a little dark, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
happy. So
That's good. You should be happy.
You deserve to be happy. I'm
You
happy.
deserve it.
thank you so much. I agree.
What about you, bro? How was your week? What did you do?
My week was cool for real.
Jay had us working on Friday.
Friday.
It was Friday.
Oh yeah, I had like 8 interviews on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
9, but who's counting?
Yeah, I had yeah.
Yeah, what was that about? And what was going on with the up across the street?
Oh no, some bros had came for like this coaching conference or whatever, and I just seen a bunch of Q tags. So I was fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. Usually I don't be caring, but I'm like, hey man, let me get into my
Up into your.
That's all right.
you know. So I
That's
was,
fire though.
Yeah, so I was knocked on the door, say what's up to the bros. They was cool. They some coaches. Man, I'm
Like
down South
sports?
boys.
Like,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, football coaches.
Okay.
I was looking over here. I was like,
So I know
Jason
for,
was
like,
like, what they
mentorship or-
looking at?
Them down South boys be big as hell, boy.
Yeah.
God damn, boy.
Oh, they all from out here.
Well, they from Georgia, but not Atlanta though. It's like I forgot
Macon?
Macon, yeah, some shit like that.
They said Macon kind of like the hood.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something else.
I don't know if it was Macon or Kanye. Is Kanye's in Georgia? I have no idea.
Kanye's is in Georgia.
Is that like an hour away?
It's about.
It's about Stone Mountain-ish. Like,
So wait, Macon is it like an hour away?
Macon is further than.
Okay, yeah, I
Kanye's.
think he said Macon. Man, shout out to the bros. I forgot what chapter.
Macon
but-
is a little hike,
yeah.
ain't it?
That's why they got the Airbnb. I don't even think she could hear.
She can hear.
Nigga always act like, nigga, look, that's how you do what you do when you was a kid. Put your earphones in, act like you can't hear the whole time. So when somebody say something, you know.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Because you want to make sure they think you can't hear. So when they start talking inappropriate, you can hear it. You can be nosy and shit. She hear what the fuck going on.
Jason do that. Jason do it well too. Like I'm like Jason. He'll be just.
you won't know till they bring it up.
Fact.
Like, you
I thought you
said.
music. You full of shit. You full of shit. Now you punished.
For lying and being sneaky.
Facts, man. But nah, I think, yeah, I did the interviews on Friday. I don't know what I did on Thursday. I don't know, bro. I be running
You went
around.
to. I'm gonna say you went to DC and did your High Rocks joint. Tell us about that.
That was cool.
I'm very intrigued by this.
It's a thing.
I
Like,
know.
it's a lot of
it's
people.
really.
It's a thing.
I'm intrigued because it's like I really want to do it. But I'm not
You
gonna
can do
it.
it.
No, like what you say? Would Alex say mind over matter and no the fuck
No,
is not?
you can do it though. Like, so I see people doing it. I see women doing it. As long as you're a little bit active, because what happened is your partner can carry the whole. No, I don't say because they have solos, right? So if you got a partner that can carry most of the way, and you just give them a break a little bit, like you could do it. Even it don't matter about. And another thing, you can do it just to do it, right? You don't have to do it in under an hour. You could do it in 90
like
minutes.
running a marathon.
Yeah.
Now I
Just go
see
at
the
your own pace.
competitive part in me would be like, if I do it, I got to do it in this way, right? But then also, I think that it's going to turn to I'm gonna die.
So, I mean, well, maybe because you don't run, so that's the only
yeah,
thing.
that I was say.
That's
I
the
think
only
that's
thing.
what scares me for real is that I don't run.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, because everything else, I mean,
Did the obstacles change per city, or is it the same?
it's the same thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I did the simulation. It was cool. It was
I think it's crazy.
why you say that?
I think it did 9 interviews, went straight to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah, had to get up
Woke
at
up
like
at 6
5.
a.m.
Took a nap, basically.
Yeah.
and then flew back.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't nothing back home for me, bro. So I told niggas that straight up, like, ain't shit back home for me. What the fuck I'm stay home for? I ain't trying to get no ass. Ain't nobody hire me to do no gigs. I'm back. I'm getting back. And I got a kid. I gotta be home just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's true. That's really
Fuck
good.
that,
That's a really
man.
good mentality.
But yeah, we did the simulation. It was cool. I think we might do. I don't know. We probably can do like 112.
I about to say, did y'all make it under an hour?
Nah. We probably do like
when
112.
did this become like? I'm trying to think like the thing because I'm telling you, so many
2026.
people.
Every year it's got to be something.
It was
Because
like
remember,
past like
I feel like what was that like 6 years ago? It was CrossFit. Y'all remember that? And then everybody had a CrossFit gym.
Yeah,
but I feel like this is kind of like the evolution of that.
yeah.
Right.
It's
It
all
is.
Yeah, it's all hybrid training. Like hybrid is definitely a thing. But
Listen, they're preparing for the end of the world. Okay, they said the zombies are coming. we got to be able to do everything. Throw a boulder at the zombies.
Mhm.
Run. Climb a wall.
nah, facts.
I subscribe to that. I'm okay with that.
I'm with all that, man.
I'm not. I don't care if it's a zombie apocalypse. I'm gonna be a zombie, guys. I'm not running because this is my thing. I'm not gonna hold you. I get it. Everybody like you gotta try to stay alive as long as you can. I feel like if the zombies are coming and it's the end of the world, what am I living for? What is there to look forward to?
Surviving?
Be running, survive. That's not fun. We already be complaining about the luxuries that we have.
Imagine you get to rebuild a new world.
Man,
You get to rebuild. I love your optimism. I don't want to rebuild a motherfucker.
But
I'm
at
just
the end
saying,
of the day-
imagine though.
But you're a woman, and you could think like that. I feel like a man shouldn't think like that. I'm gonna go out fighting. Like, hell no.
But again, imagine you get to rebuild a new world. Like, all right, all this shit. Hey, bro. You
Yeah,
seen
nah.
I Am Legend?
Where-
Right, and that shit was miserable. That nigga went crazy talking to a goddamn mannequin.
Man, I was in the chat yesterday. I'm like, bro, what? Niggas ain't talking about the fight? Like, who gonna be the men? Like,
Thank you. I watched the fight last night. I guess I'm gonna be the man.
oh, you watched the fight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you watched the fight at?
Sivas.
What's that?
Why y'all be so far?
What's Sivas?
Sivas not even that far from here. It's like 20 minutes.
So Sivas is it's funny because if it's one thing that's universal that I found out about Atlanta, is Sivas being a hookah spot. So they used to have one in Midtown, and we used to go there just to go because it was down the street. And I remember like before I even knew anything about Atlanta or about Sivas, I'm like, the food is mid, but the hookah is like some of the best hookah I done had. And like once you like being in Atlanta, everybody be like, yeah, Sivas that hookah. Nobody get no food from there, but that hookah. But she been there like 3 times.
I've
weeks in
been
a
there
row.
twice.
2 weeks in a row?
No.
It's like 3 weeks in a row.
No. I was not even here last week.
Yeah, nah, Sivas.
I was gonna say that's their spot though. That's where they be going. They go to Sivas and they go to Blue.
What Blue?
And
Buckhead?
Mm-hmm.
That's lit. I went there one time. That was lit.
It's
a good
lit.
time.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah, that's their spot. That's where they be at. So
Yeah, Sivas. I mean,
I go with my man Co.
Blue is lit for sure.
Blues vibe.
We heard you. She thought that was good. We heard you. But nah,
She did the hair flip and everything.
Okay, I gotta get. Listen, I'm trying to get normalized to this
facts.
situation because
Yeah.
I'm doing too much.
how long it take to
I
get
don't
normalized?
know.
here?
I wish I'm really ready for it to kick in. It don't feel like it's kicking in no time soon.
For real?
Yes, I'm very overwhelmed emotionally.
But then also,
Oh,
I think
okay,
it's
that's
just
good.
like,
What you about to say?
how long were you single?
a very long time.
I think it can go either way though. I was single for a year and a half, 2 years, and
Were you overwhelmed?
no, not overwhelmed, but like when I hear what she's saying, like get used to even saying it, it's just like, damn, is it too soon to say it? So now it's like it's conflict on both ends of the spectrum. Like you've been single for so long, you're like, damn, I gotta get used to this. But then it's like it's not as long. So now it's like kind of like
You should be used to this.
not even that, almost guilt or like secondhand embarrassment almost. As now I think about it, because it's like I don't want people to think I'm just jumping to relationship. You feel me? So now it's like I'm just cautious on when I say it or how I say it, because like I'm thinking about how people gonna look at me. You know what I'm saying? When I shouldn't care, but I mean, just be real.
Kind of like what we were talking about last week about like the public relationships and things of that
Yeah.
nature. Yeah, especially when you're
Damn,
somebody
so-
that has a large following.
Yeah, facts. But I mean, we be talking about it, so I don't like not talk about it. I just don't. Yo,
Right.
publicize it.
I was say I haven't posted nothing.
I already told you what
I posted something.
no.
Oh, I was say, why you looking?
No, I
like
was
that?
thinking. I was trying to see if, because sometimes you don't have to post nothing for it to be like,
For it to be clear,
yeah,
and I think that's what I do.
yeah. that's
Like
what
it's like I feel
wondering.
like I post enough where it's like
posting flowers and stuff like
right,
that.
like oh she got somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we do the same though.
Yeah, it's cool.
What does that mean, Alex?
Nah,
Alex-
because my mind was about to go somewhere dark, but it's just
Dark.
I'm
How can
I'm
you
just
go
not
dark
gonna-
and we talking
Yeah,
about
I was like, where
happy?
you get dark from?
because some people will post flowers, bro, and you think they got a situation, and it's like one situation. It's just like this is one of many. So your mind could go dark, bro. That's what.
All right, Alex.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's real.
You okay?
Why?
No,
right?
no,
Why
no,
would
no.
that? Why would you?
Why
Why?
is
just-
that the first thing that comes to your mind?
That's why I said I didn't want to say nothing.
Alex going. He said at the Heartbreak
I
Hotel.
don't,
What?
no, it's not to me. I just done seen a lot of things, bro.
I mean,
done
we
seen-
all have, but we are still being positive.
But that's why I said my mind went dark. I didn't want to say it, but
we just want to check in on you today.
you know.
Yeah, nah.
I mean-
He ain't had no cut in a while. That's
Yeah, you
all.
need to get some pussy. When last time you beat your dick?
What?
I'm not answering that.
Why not? You can't. So you can't have.
Yesterday.
You can't have conversations like that with your friends.
Last week I was sitting here trying to address my pants because I had a wedgie, and I called this nigga Jay and I said, "Yeah, bro, my bad, bro. I was uncomfortable." He was like, "You okay?" During the podcast. He's like,
He had to get that thing. You know what I'm saying?
He said, "What type of conversation we trying to have here?" so now it's like you can't have a conversation with me. But last week when I tried to have the conversation, what type of conversation we trying to have?
He like,
here?
are we comfortable?
We talking
or we
about. We
not?
talking
You know?
about.
I'm fucking with you. I'm gonna troll you, bro. I'm a professional troller, bro. But nah, man. Wait. So
He like,
No,
what you want to know? I
no.
really
Nah,
want to know.
Alex got somebody the whole time. He just be capping. You know how like you don't want to self-sabotage, so it's like you just tread lightly. Alex got somebody. And he
I seen y'all was saying that somebody was shooting a shot at him that time.
Oh no.
No, I'm just saying I seen.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I seen it again in person. And I was like,
yeah.
and it was very clear. And I was like, oh,
But nah,
no
Alex,
shame.
That's
I know.
That's out of Alex league. That's out of my league. Shit.
Whoa.
Why is that out of y'all? What?
Some problems you just don't want.
We'll talk about it.
It's not even.
Some problems you just don't want.
I didn't
like.
take it as an out of the league situation. I just
So
took
no,
it as,
when I'm saying out of the league, not even as far as looks or like, it's just nah.
I got you. Okay.
I don't want that
Yeah.
because you would think. Yeah, I don't know.
The introduction was just crazy.
Yeah.
The introduction was crazy. But
No comment.
Oh, I want to hear the introduction. We'll talk about it offline. I seen it and I was like, well, this is my thing. I think there is some people are just a certain I don't know how to word it, but like, look, Jay's like, yup. Some people are just it's an acquired taste, kind of, right?
Oh no, we not talking about that.
What are we talking about?
wait, what is she talking
We talking about. I guess I would assume because she didn't get a chance to finish, but like looks and like
No,
just,
energy, like
Yeah.
just how you carry yourself, like.
but kinda, but not. So I guess we could say it because we don't know. And if they watch, fuck it, thank you. So basically, the approach was just like,
Take me to a game.
yeah, take me like.
Oh.
It's the opposite of what you would think.
Yeah, like, let's go to a game. I was just like, whoa, all right, it's out there.
Like led with,
No, okay, so led with the direction of exactly this is what you take me here.
or no, like just led with like money, like
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah, it's the opposite of what you would think.
That's why we said out of the
Like
league.
nigga, you got
I
all
know.
the fucking money, aren't you?
I'm comfortable in my tax bracket.
I was
right
gonna say,
now.
I heard it's like you never took me on that date, so when you take me on a date,
Exactly that, and that's how she always approaches. It's like, yo, hold up, like
and
damn.
I was like, oh. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying like take me on a date. But I feel like if we already discussed if we discussed a date and you ain't took me on no date, you don't want to go on a date with me.
And it's leading to that conversation. We're gonna put a pin in it though, because she sent it to me.
Oh.
Janae actually sent it to me. Yeah. But the fight.
Mhm.
Oh yes.
Um,
What did you think? I would love to hear her perspective.
you know she like boxing though.
That's true.
I didn't even get to watch the beginning of it though. That was the problem. So honestly, I missed all the good stuff.
The beginning of the main event. Or
Yeah,
just
the
all
main
of them?
event. I missed the beginning of the main event, so I missed all of them prior to
Oh,
it too.
okay.
I came in on, I want to say around like 7 or 8.
Oh yeah, you missed the fight.
I know I missed the good because at that point I felt like it was just coasting for real.
We missed the fight if that was the case. And niggas always say I'm too expensive or I'm this. No, I like convenience. And last night we found exactly why, and I was happy with
Where
it.
you go?
I was at his house, and we did the link thing. And what I always say, I said I don't fuck with the link thing, and I be trying to, cause I don't be want to be the only one and complaining and be a diva. So I be trying to rock. Last time it
Because
worked.
who gonna be the men?
This nigga was happy.
Because who gonna be the men?
Who gonna be the last time it worked? So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do the link thing, and it was doing exactly what I don't want. Like
A buffering.
you wasting my
He told me
time.
so. We missed the whole fight.
The
We
thing
missed the whole
the
fucking
thing that pissed me off was that the first 2 fights before
Oh yeah, the prelims.
no buffer.
Yeah, it was good.
No buff. As soon as the main event started,
Because that's
shit
when everybody
started
start getting
Yeah,
on.
it ain't
Serving.
worth it
The
to
more,
me.
I'm gonna say, the more people get on, then the slower
If
it
it's
is.
3, even if it's 2 of us, granted, I'm gonna be a nigga. I don't want to spend $35 a piece if it's 2 of us. Right? I damn sure don't want to spend $70 for no fucking fight, right? But if it's 3, especially if it's 4, I'm not trying to hit no link shit. Like I'm not trying to hit no
Send me
link.
$25.
Fact, bro, I'm not trying to hit no link shit, bro. Like come on, bro. Like come on. You know what I'm saying? Too, all right, honestly, you might not want to spend 35, but even still, it's like, yo, I'm with it.
I mean,
Because
I don't care.
I'm on a why I like
I'm about to
boxing.
say, Jay like convenience. He like, I want what I want when I want it, how I want it. Give it
Yeah.
here now.
And I enjoy boxing though. I think I might.
Cause you don't want to miss the punches. Like
Yeah,
that's
I
when it's
know.
up when he lags. Like
Mhm.
I might. Boxing might be either side by side with football or a little bit above. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
nah, I think I like boxing more than football.
No, I definitely like
Yeah.
boxing more than
I
football.
like boxing more.
I feel like it's
This current state of boxing.
For
Yeah,
sure.
probably.
Shout out to Turkey Alice.
Wait,
Yeah.
you mean this state of boxing?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the best are fighting the best again. Like it was a while where it was getting tricky.
I
It
feel
was
like in the
very
past couple of
politicized.
years, But prior to that,
No, more recently they've been fighting each other. In the past couple of years, they was not.
that's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
In the past couple of years, that's what. But prior to that, though,
Oh, you talking about old school era when we was kids,
But I didn't
though.
get to see him. Like I didn't get to see
not
Ali
kids,
fight
but
and stuff like that.
Ali. I'm
Name a
not talking about
fight.
Ali.
Name a fight. Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. We was kids.
That's true.
Yeah, like that's
I mean,
the last.
Mayweather had some.
No, he was the
But
start
he was
of
the
this.
start of this, yeah, bro.
He was the start of the bullshit.
But that's because
But he had some good fights though, for
he
sure.
did.
He did have some.
I
good
was
fights.
saying I feel like it's because people can't keep up with Mayweather. To be honest, I felt like Mayweather fights got boring because it was just like he just ducking and dodging.
So,
like we.
in all fairness, though, if I was like in my mind, if I was like where I'm at now, I would have enjoyed those fights. But I was younger, so I didn't care about the technique.
Yeah,
and
you're
the,
looking
you know
for
what I'm saying?
excitement. Yeah.
So like, but if I was to watch Mayweather now, I definitely can appreciate what he was doing looking back on it. But
Yeah.
like during that time, I was like, knock this nigga out. I ain't understand.
But see, that's the thing. I don't necessarily like. I like a knockout when they get up. I don't like a knockout when they stay down.
Yeah.
That I can't, because then I feel like it's a waste. Like I went to a fucking Gervonta fight and that nigga knocked the nigga out in the
Which
second
one?
round in Baltimore.
Oh, I'm about to say because I went to the Ryan Davis fight. He knocked the nigga out, and I
Was
mean,
it the
and I was
second
excited.
round?
And the thing was, it's exciting, but it's just like I
It's
paid
yeah.
all this money. I spent
Facts.
more time trying to get out
Get
of
in
the
the-
parking garage than being at the damn fight.
Imagine
And I was
how
like,
Mike Tyson.
I was about to say.
Imagine how his fans were.
Them niggas
Shit.
probably pissed if it went third round. Like, God damn, I done made plans around.
So I guess to give my opinion from what I did see, I wasn't really impressed.
yeah.
And I know a lot of people was on Ryan Garcia. I said Ryan Davis before, but I know
Yeah.
everybody on the Ryan Garcia train right now. But
I was.
me personally, I thought Mario Barrios looked worse than Ryan Garcia looked good, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he didn't look prepared last night.
Yeah, so
He was a walking target.
yeah, so it's like I can't really give because honestly, Ryan Garcia looked like what we've been seeing from Ryan
You was
Garcia.
about to say regular.
Yeah,
normal.
like his footwork isn't all the way there, right? He was flat footed a lot of times. So, but if I'm trying to say if he was in a ring, and I don't even want to go with the Shakur thing because I know everybody riding the Shakur train, but I mean that's his weight class. That's what he want to fight. If he's in the ring with a moving target, I don't know if it's that easy. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas though Mario was just sitting there like a sitting duck almost. So it's like, and again, I root for Ryan because I love all the fighters that want to fight. So I like Devin Haney. I like Ryan Garcia. I like Shakur Stevens. I love all of the fighters that want to fight, right? Like Keyshawn, I like them.
T.O.
Yeah,
Like to
so
fight.
right.
Yeah.
So I don't want to come off hating. It's just what I'm seeing. For me, it didn't pass like the eye test.
So I think he was very focused.
For sure.
That's one thing I'll say. Like, this
yeah.
is the most focused I've seen him in a fight.
Yeah.
In a long,
I'm with
like
you.
normally, like he's talking during the fight. He was even during the Haney fight. He's talking to the corner and all of that. You could see he was locked in.
Love that. Yeah.
He was in the best shape that I've seen him in a long time.
Mhm.
So I just feel like mentally he's in a place where
He's ready.
and this is his first time he won a belt.
Mm.
You know, in all the fights that he's fought, you know, he never had a belt. So this is the first time. So we'll see what it means now. And he's talking unification already. So I don't know, bro. I like the undercards, but
Yo, first of all, let's go to DC for a second.
man,
Shout out to Gary's big brother.
Gary
bro.
Russell Jr., bro.
Man, that shit made me feel so good, bro.
What happened? I missed it.
Gary Antoine Russell fought Andy Hisoka.
First of all,
Go tell him. Talk to him.
play if you want with these motherfucking Japanese niggas. And I do mean Japanese niggas. Because he mixed, I think.
Yep.
That nigga
He's mixed. I
He's
think.
Japanese and
black.
Ghanaian, yeah.
Yeah, he's black. He's a Japanese nigga. For sure. But usually when we watching these fighters that come from like overseas, they ain't fucking with us. That nigga like he was from Russia or something. That nigga was like shit. I thought, bro, if Gary Russell didn't get that point deducted, he would have lost, bro.
Or a draw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think honestly it was going to be a draw because in the early rounds.
They got
he
a
was just
draw
scoring
with the
points.
point deductions though.
No, I thought he
He won.
Yeah,
you're
no,
right.
he
You're
won,
right. My
he
bad. I
won, yeah.
apologize. You're right. It would have either been a draw.
Yeah. The Frank Martin one was with the draw.
That Japanese nigga, bro.
Man, y'all making me feel like I missed a lot. See, I was at Galentine's.
Yeah, nah, it was good.
It was a great
I was just
card.
being a girl.
Yeah, it was a great.
And then I went to Seavers.
Yeah, so, but you know, Gary Russell, like a lot of people, he's not the main
missed
card,
him.
so he's not like super pro. But if you're a boxing fan, man, and I think the highlight of that fight was his corner though. especially after we just watched Teofimo Lopez, and
Mhm.
I'm literally on the couch like, what the fuck is they talking about? Like,
Are
give him
y'all-
some pointers.
Do y'all go to like local boxing events?
I haven't
Not
since
really.
Tank.
Y'all should it be good, but he not even local. You know what I mean? Like he's.
No, I'm saying no. When I was in Baltimore, like that's
Okay.
the last
I'm
local.
about to say because I know
before his pro fight, before his pro debut.
Mhm.
That's the fight.
I'm gonna say, I know a couple boxers
Yeah.
right from back home, right? And so they do a lot of not a lot, but they have some at least like twice a year.
But they
like,
still pro though, right?
they are pro.
Yeah.
But but I'm saying local in terms of like they actually are fights at home and they be in the arenas and stuff like. So it's just like I be confused why don't nobody, and I'm not saying nobody because people actually be in it. Like shout out to Greg Sharpshooter. He has Sharpshooter Promotions now, so now he be headlining his own.
He a fighter.
He a fighter.
Great. He in Atlanta or he in DC?
No, he in DC.
So my homie C's from New York. He fights or whatever. I've been trying to get to some of his fights, but I think I'm gonna make it a priority to go to somebody's fight. Like so, I missed the truck fight at overtime. What's the OTE center?
Yeah.
But I don't really care for OTE boxing though. It's like,
I didn't even know they had boxing.
yeah, and in theory, I like what they're trying to do because they have an overtime round. So let's say they don't do draws. So let's say it's a draw. They will do an overtime round.
That's fire.
In theory, though, because what happened is now you give let's say if it's a good fight, right? Now you give the judges like ammo to do another round just so we can get more boxing. You get what I'm saying? When like just because it's a good fight, don't necessarily mean that it was a draw.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's like I just want to see more. So and now what happened is you win the fight is decided in that one round. And it's just
it don't tally up the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's
so
not as fair. Okay.
Yeah, so I think the last time Chuck fought there, I think I personally thought he won, but he lost because they sent him to overtime and then a dude had a better round. So like he won.
And that
it's
that's
like,
the whole point of it.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do like the idea of an uneven round. Like the 12 rounds for me, I feel like if they win 6 and you win 6, I do like the idea of having a 13
for sure.
Like
if it's
11
close,
round,
but it's just now you give it's too much
No.
leverage in the judge. But I love that.
I'm gonna say not seen as an overtime. I feel like seeing it as because realistically, that's how you get a draw majority of the time anyway. Like you won a round, and then it's like all right, a draw. But I like the idea of that. But I guess that's why there is a draw because it can be even like that. But I do like the idea of an odd number round, so it's like always a winner.
Yeah. Like who had the draw last night? Was it
Frank Martin and the other dude? What's his name?
Yeah.
That was a hell of a
dude
fight
from
though.
Philly.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta start going to local fights. I said that anyway
That was
because
a
they
hell
had a
of a
fight
fight.
last night back home.
Who was
Michael Fox and I
sound
know
familiar to Michael Fox.
he is. He had a
even know
really
who that is.
it's spelled with a YMYKAL. He got a pretty good record too.
Ray
and
Robinson.
He got they boxed out of Sugar Ray gym. But I'm about to say, and he got snubbed one time. Like it was a huge thing because he got snubbed for sure, easily. Everybody knew he won that fight, and then somehow they gave it to the other guy.
It's so many.
It's so many good dudes from back home. Like
Not just that, but there's so many like conferences and weight class
Yeah.
and different organizations.
Yeah,
Because
it is.
UBO, like I haven't even heard of.
UBO, WBBC, like
You know, WBC, WBA. You got the ring
Yeah.
titles now.
No, I would definitely go to a
and they be
We
good.
find out 154 too.
yeah, I would go
Who's
to one of
middleweight?
them fights for sure.
He tall.
Yeah, I was about to say, is this him right here?
Let me see.
Light
Tall,
skin?
light skin.
Light skin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I definitely would go to one of
That'd
them.
be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, man, last night was a good night. It was a good set of cards. I thought man, they got some good fights, man.
Okay.
They got some good fights.
Mm-hmm.
But Truck, man.
I don't know, I think he
I feel like is he dark skinned?
yeah, he's from Baltimore.
Okay, yeah, I feel like
I think
know.
He
Truck
signed to
is-
Mayweather early.
I just think
Okay.
he's fighting I don't know. I personally think he might be fighting too heavy.
With a name like Truck.
Yeah, he could fight though.
But he's been fighting since he was like.
No, I know. That's why I'm,
16,
I know the name. I can't put a face to it, but that's why I'm like he dark skinned. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm picturing it, but it's not coming to me.
Yeah, nah, man. Nah, that was some good fights though. What else we got, Alex? Did you that's all for the fight? Did you have any other thoughts?
I just like the card, bro. Like I think that it was balanced. We didn't get to see Hitchens fight because that fight got canceled.
Yeah.
But that
I
would've
got
been a good
canceled.
one.
They didn't make weight.
I think he got sick. Like he got a bug same day. He was supposed to be with the co-main event before Gary Antoine Russell. Oh, but that's what you were talking about before. So, you know, Gary Antoine Russell from Capitol Heights.
Mm-hmm.
The Russell family has been a historic boxing family forever, but it was
Mhm.
just, you know, their father passed away a few years ago, and it was just really dope
To
with
watch
Jay Park to
that,
see
bro.
his brother step in, and like it was straight man time. Like he was in the
Mhm.
corner talking about like, bro, you pissing me the fuck off.
Yeah,
like,
yo,
like
no
he like, yo,
facts.
like just like that.
You
He like, yo,
pissing me
you
the
pissing
fuck
me the
off, bro. Like, yo, get in the inside, man.
Yeah,
Touch this
straight
nigga.
like
He
that,
literally
bro.
like, and another thing that I loved about it was they got other people in the corner. You know, sometimes everybody trying to talk at once. He was like, yo, hold up.
Yeah.
Nigga, chill. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say nothing because he was trying to say something while he was talking. He was like, hold up. He shut up for real. And I thought it was just so dope because it showed the organization, of course, like, because it can easily turn into niggerty. You feel me? But like, he was like, yo, hold up, nigga, held up for real. He kept talking and he was talking to him like a nigga, like one of us, but he still was giving him direction. It wasn't just like criticism. He was like, bro, you about to piss me the fuck off. Listen, when you get in the inside, you touch him. Yo, every time you throw your left, come back with it. And it was like, bro, this is fire.
And then he was like,
It
and then
was
watching,
passion.
and he
It
was,
was
hell yeah.
the connection there. You see the relationship.
And you heard, and then
'Cause
you
he
hear
was
him
like,
listening.
he was definitely
Man.
listening.
And then at the end, you see him say, yo, my corner.
Had the plans for
Man.
everything. It was dope.
That
bruh.
shit was
It
amazing
dope.
to see,
It was
bro.
dope.
That shit
Oh,
felt
now
great.
I'm mad.
man.
I missed. I
It
can go
was
back
dope.
and watch it.
Man, that shit felt good
It
to
was
see,
dope.
bro.
It was one time where he was like, "You better watch his left," because he headhunted. This nigga Jay went to the corner. He was like, "Facts," because the whole time we were watching him, we were like, "Oh, that left hand is kind of crazy." They both had a mean
bro.
left hook. I'm like, yo,
But I personally, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight again because
yeah,
he made Gary look regular, bro.
I don't honestly, bro.
Gary
I
be
understand.
throwing that shit at niggas.
He's snappy, bro.
Man,
But the other nigga was snappy.
He put that nigga on pause.
That nigga, bro, them body
Body
shots.
shots.
Then you know what's so funny? I be talking about the like people always be like, "Oh, he knocked him out." I'm like, man, y'all understand? Half the time that shit be coming from body shots. You hit a nigga and he get winded. It's something totally different than just knocking a nigga. Like you hit me in the head, my eyes might roll. I come back too. But if I can't fucking breathe, bro,
Nah, it's just like the body shots ultimately messed him up too, though, because they took a point away because he had a low blow, two low blows. But it's tough because he was taller than him. So when Gary would be bending over and he's going for a body shot, it left him exposed. So
Yeah, I wouldn't mind saying that again.
that's another thing. I find it weird when they like people like the height differences.
Yeah.
Like I know the weight class is the weight class, but it just like the height differences. Like you said, it's like if you way taller than me, what the fuck I'm gonna do?
But find a way.
And the reach is crazy.
Yeah,
his
reach over
was
him
crazy.
too.
And, but this is why I personally love boxing, and I think boxing should be in this way. Because if you're watching boxing, I'm not going away from that fight saying that the other dude is a bum. I'm not giving him a fight because he lost that fight. Because that fight easily could have went either way.
But you know, the crazy thing is, like, people knew because Shakur picked him. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning of the fight.
Shakur picked the dude from Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he picked the dude from Philly when everybody was going with Frank Martin.
You're right.
Yeah, no, Shakur was saying Gary. Like everybody.
Okay, you're right. My bad.
Dude was, man.
That was a good fight.
Yeah.
It sound like it. Okay.
What we starting with today, man?
What we got on the list? Do you want to go straight to the?
We can.
Come on, we can go to it. Damn, I don't have my glasses. You want to read? It's a lot. I mean, you don't have to read the whole thing.
Some of the thread.
Yeah.
It was dope.
I thought so too. I was
yeah.
like, period. That was too good.
I responded to. I had a long ass response too. I wrote like 3
that
different.
nigga in it. He like, I'm talking about in it.
Nah, facts. Look at my response. This is.
Let me see.
It's a long.
All right, I'm gonna
ass
start
response.
reading. So this is a dating thread. Threads is weird.
Nah, no, the people on Threads is weird.
Threads is weird.
But Threads is cool. The people on Threads, they get fucking weird.
Threads is weird.
I'm about to say
sometimes.
there was another one I was gonna send you to, but
It's hit or miss. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it.
So
I just feel like
the
that's
other
just
one
life.
was about parenting, so I didn't.
shit,
But this is a dating thread from a
Mhm.
woman named. Do you want to say her name?
It don't matter. Okay.
Nikki D. Lovely. And she tells a story essentially that goes like this. I told a guy that I'm talking to that he didn't have to do anything for me for Valentine's Day since I was going out of town. He didn't, and I genuinely didn't care. I was at a Mardi Gras parade, living my best life, and I meant what I said. But yesterday he texted me a catering menu from an Italian chef and was like, "Hey, can you pick a few things you'd like from this link?" I genuinely was confused, but turns out he had booked the chef to cook for us next weekend. And then she then goes to say, "I'm not going to lie because..." Oh, was this the next one? I think so. Because y'all know I always try to keep it real with you and myself. I looked at that lady's menu and immediately thought, ew, I don't want any of this. I had to immediately check myself and be like, Nikki, what is that? Because I did recognize that the gesture was sweet. So why did I immediately go to a critique of his choice? And honestly, the food wasn't bad. It just wasn't up to my standards for what I would have had a chef come in for. And then she continues to, you want me to read all this?
So basically, yeah, you can skip it. She go to when she basically says,
okay. And then she goes and continues and say right here, it made me think about how easy it is to become a woman who critiques effort instead of receiving it. And that thought took me somewhere where I didn't expect. Back to being a kid, watching my parents. My dad used to buy my mom jewelry, clothes, flowers every year on special occasions. And every year my mom would, all capital word letters, every year my mom would find something wrong with it. She would receive the gift and either complain about how he had spent way too much on it or not her style or just any other reason not to like it. There was always a complaint, and I remember watching my dad through the years. Little by little, he just stopped trying. Later, we'd all eventually hear he doesn't do anything anymore. He doesn't even try. I remember thinking, even as a kid, yeah, but we all know why. Because who keeps showing up just to be told it's not right? Who keeps trying when it feels like nothing you do is good enough? At some point, it's not that they just don't care. It's just that they got tired of getting it wrong.
But the point is, she was saying she asked the question at the end, like, where do you draw the line between?
Mm-hmm.
Where do we draw the line?
Let me see.
Between actually speaking your opinion,
yeah,
and not being too critical.
Oh, okay.
You see it?
Yep. She said, but not gonna lie, I'm kind of stuck on this. Where's the line between voicing your opinion or something and not offending them to the point where they just stop trying? I've watched it happen growing up, and I can feel how easy it is to repeat it without realizing it. So I think the work is learning how to receive first before I respond, since I never want a person I'm with to feel like their effort doesn't land, even if it needs a little redirection later. Still figuring out that part.
I mean, I think she hit it on the nose. I don't know if I missed the middle part of that, but she hit it on the nose. I feel like, because when I think of that, I think we need two things can coexist, right? And being appreciative, not always having something to say, but also we need effort. You get what I'm saying? Because and intentionality. Because if I'm being intentional, if I watch you, if I learn you, then I know exactly what you like, right? I can ask you questions. I can be a little intentional in my actions. So if I'm getting you something that's totally off, then that's on me too. I carry some of that. Now, I think when we have both, that's when we have healthy relationships, right? So I love the fact that she's holding this on her end. Right now, it's the man's job to hold his responsibility and his weight as well, right? So I think if she can keep that energy and he could continue to want to do better, then shit, it sounds great to me, right? Even when the breakdown, I'm like, man, this sounds healthy. I love it. But just as a man, I'm looking at myself like, I have to do a better job at knowing her, right? So when she asked the question, how did they draw the line? I think women can draw the line by simply just living in their everyday truth, right? Like, and I think I wrote that. I feel like if you show up in a relationship and you give you 100%, you show up how you want to be seen or who you are every day, then I'm gonna have to know you. So for example, right, I never forget, my friend was about to, I think it was Valentine's Day, it was a girl birthday, something like that, right? And like, she got a good career, she getting money, she got like, what's the bracelets, the nice little bracelets?
Van Cleef.
Yeah, Van Cleef bracelets and shit like that. And he like, man, I don't want to get her this, what's the name, bracelet? Because like, this what she got herself, right? So if you getting yourself this, if you treating yourself like that, then as a man, and I'm not saying all men, but I would hope so, I would want to step up to the occasion and bring exactly what you do for yourself. Because why would I want to bring you something less? And let's say if I do, right? If I do bring you something less than what you already require for yourself, then that's a conversation that you could have. Maybe not right now, right? It could be later, but it's like, nah, it's not that I'm not appreciative, but this just isn't my style. I don't own nothing like this, right? Now, if I own something like this and you got it, then let's continue to go to the drawing board and just learn each other, right? But it's just not my style. You feel me? But I think if you show up and I don't know if you buy designer every day, right? And you try to buy me something from Ross or something like that, it's like, come on, man, you don't even pay attention to me. It's like you getting it. Honestly, when I hear it again, it's like you getting your wife a pear-shaped ring when she want to fucking square or something like that. It's like, how don't you know that? Why didn't you put the time and effort to find out what she wanted before you proposed to her, right? So like when I'm thinking of this, again, I've been in relationships where, or every relationship, like you should know what type of shit your girl.
Well,
like.
also, but this is somebody she's newly dating too.
Oh, it's new.
So I think she said a guy just started dating,
Oh,
and
okay,
I told
okay.
him not to do too much not to do nothing for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So I get that. That's fair. But she did bring in the notion about her parents, right?
Yeah.
And her growing up and her seeing her dad making efforts over the year and her mom always having a complaint. So that's when I'm like, when we think about things in the long run, I do feel like it's a know your personnel type of situation. And then also, you know, you saying like when you were like, I guess the response time.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this moment, I should be grateful, maybe correct it later. I think for me, that's where the struggle comes in, right? Because kind of like what she was saying, like where do you draw the line between giving my opinion, but also being, receptive to what their efforts? I think that we struggle in that regard because on one end, we can say, if I allow you to do this time and I sit in and I accept it, you're going to think it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then you are going to do it again, even though I didn't like it and I didn't complain about it. And it's a lot of times it becomes like behavioral, like that too, right? But then if I address it, then it's like, you always got something to complain about, you a nag. And I think that a lot of times we don't look at things as, I think we look at like a lot of situations and we make them negative when it doesn't have to be. Like a complaint doesn't have to be a complaint. It can just be constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, we like to take the negative word of it and say, this is what it is. When really, I'm trying to direct you and give you feedback. I don't want to leave you in a space of, you gave me something that I hate. Or you do something that I hate. And because I don't want to be a nag, because you've already said, I don't want to hear the complaining, or at least I tried, or the effort, I don't want you to quit on me. So instead, I just hold my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that just breeds a new monster, because now it's you get complacent in the thing that you do that I don't fucking like. And if I don't say nothing, by the time you get to round 3 of it and I go, okay, actually, I don't like it. Well, why the fuck you ain't say it the first time? Why you let me do it all these times? I thought it was okay. And it's like, bro.
But that's why I don't think I said this, but in a thread I wrote this. I think you draw the line by leading by example, right? Because if you show up every day for yourself
You
like
did
this,
say that. Mm-hmm.
right? If you show up every day for yourself like this, and then I don't show up for you how you show up for yourself, my nigga, what you expect, right? And also, I think it's a time and place for everything. Yeah, you don't, and I do think complaining is complaining. Constructive criticism is constructive. Like, there's a difference. Constructive criticism is constructive criticism. Complaining is complaining. So, like, yeah, you don't have to say it right then and there, right? Thank you. I appreciate that, right? But then hey, babe, yo, like, these are things I like. And it's up for them to catch on. Mm-hmm. Now, if they're not catching on, this is the tricky part, the part that we just got to realize. Her parents, a lot of that burden is on her mother. Mm-hmm. Because you continue to stay in situations with that she was uncomfortable with. A lot of times we hold resentment for the other person, and then we want to try to point the finger at the other person as if like they hold resentment for us. When we got to look in the mirror and say, damn, I was actually resenting them. And I had to do that for myself, to be honest, because that's something that I really didn't see. I'm like, man, you resent me so much. Like, it's clear that it's hurt here. It's clear that it's pain here, when I didn't understand that I resented just as much as she did. Mm-hmm. And I held on to so much hurt and so much pain just as much as she did. So just as much as she's being snappy and giving me a hard time, I'm doing the same exact thing. Yep. And I feel like we gotta do a better job at recognizing ourselves first. If we can recognize ourselves, then we can get out of these situations that we don't really want to be in. So when I hear the stories of like over the years he stopped on, but also she accepted things she didn't want to accept. So like if you continue to try to teach, you continue to try to show, you lead by example, and they don't get it, this is clearly somebody that's not for you. Or, because I don't want to say give up, because once you win something,
I'm about to say they married though.
Yeah, you gotta sometimes.
And that's minor.
Yeah, but then you have to go to therapy to understand how I can deal with this, right? Because now I don't want to be that person, right? Mm-hmm. So I just think, again, and we're not no experts. I mean, I'm still learning my damn self. I just think, one, lead by example, right? Because the last thing I want to do is hear you complain, right? Like, even when it comes to cleaning shit, right? That's one thing that's, to me, I hate that clean. But if you somebody that's like super clean, and I'm just fucking up, I'ma know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna hit me, and I'm gonna want, even if I don't do it every day, I'm gonna eventually catch on. Like, all right, yeah, because like just it's always squeaky clean. It's only dirty when I'm in here. all right, because I don't want to be the burden, right? Gifts, same thing. Like I'm always getting myself something and you get me something and then I'm not wearing it. It's like, no, I like it, thank you, but I'm not gonna wear it because that's just not what you never see me wear that. I'm gonna appreciate it, I'm gonna take it. And you don't even have to say nothing. But if you don't get it, if you don't get it, obviously get it, that says something about your self-awareness if I'm not mistaken. That's just my thought. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but I think sometimes people get you things that they want you to have too, right? Because realistically, or maybe I never seen you wear it, but I think that it would look nice on you. Or I've never seen you wear it, or I see you wearing this chain all the time. Why would I get you the same chain that I know you already have? So maybe I try to get you something different. Try to, I think people try to get creative because they care. Or they try to do things because they like it. So like even
like what? Like if you always see me wear gold, and you buy me some silver shit because you feel like I don't have no silver, right? I understand the thought process, right? But then I'm like, yo, thank you, this is dope as hell. But if you don't never see me wear it and you give me silver again, then I could be like, yo, this dope. Like, don't get me wrong, I fuck with this. It's just I don't really like silver.
Maybe they're like, let me help you build up your silver repertoire. You got enough gold. Let me get a little contract.
And then I'm trying, but that's why communication is key because now it's like, yo,
actually, I don't like silver.
Yeah, and you don't have to. It's not a complaint, right? Like, yo, like, and I don't have to say it now. But like, yo, when we out, I might just throw it in there. Like, man, like I don't really fuck with silver for real. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying?
No, because then people be like, well, why you ain't say that when I bought you that silver chain?
Because it was a great gift. I loved it.
It's so hard to navigate other people.
Yeah, fact.
It's already hard navigating yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
So to navigate other people is like, because
that's true.
People react differently in different situations. Like, I can imagine a woman who is that type of person who would be like, well, why you didn't say nothing? And you wasted my fucking money and it's just sitting around waiting on you to wear and you ain't never gonna wear it.
But also, my approach was still kind of off, right? So that we might have to role play a few times. Because now, let's say instead of me being out saying, I hate silver, that shit, knowing that you got me a silver chain, that's probably not the best approach, right? Let's say, yo, let's watch, I don't know, I'm just throwing shit out there. Yo, let's watch this documentary on gold. Right? And like, yo, this is why. It might not be as.
Or instead of saying, I hate silver, you just emphasize how much you love gold. Because again, that's you choosing the negative as opposed to leaning on the positive.
I'm also trying to go into a route of teaching, like trying to like expound on so you understand. So like we watching this is a crazy example. We watching documentary on gold. I can explain why I love gold and why I choose gold over silver, why I think like silver is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Now you have an understanding like, okay, instead of it's just saying, again, it's still, like you saying, it's the same things in a positive manner.
You adding on to the positive. You just elaborating a little more so that way it's more understanding. Yeah. And you can still throwing your shade towards the silver and indiscreetly. Silver ain't shit, cause
like I mean,
in this economy.
But listen, but I tell you, and that's the thing. What
that I think that's where it gets kind of tricky, right? Because like, let's say,
fuck, I look like buying you gold, nigga.
Not necessarily just that, but let's say, I mean, I'm gonna use this as an example because silver is a trending commodity right now. Let's say somebody gets you silver, it's a gift. Silver's appreciating. You know what I'm saying? Over time, where it's like you looking at gold right now, you don't have the understanding as to like, yo, silver, this is really an investment because now silver is surpassing gold in its value right now, or soon. You know what I'm saying? Is what people are saying.
But people only look at things that appreciate when they're ready to sell that motherfucker.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's just like it's a slippery slope because you like what you like at the end of the day. But then it's like, I think sometimes it's like I may be wanting. What if you don't know? You might want to experience something new. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you will see the value in it. Maybe not right now, but down the line, it's tough. Though.
Can you re-gift a gift?
I don't.
I think you can re.
It's mine. I can do whatever I want.
Let me ask you this then. Oh, like you give it to somebody else. Oh, that's crazy. Nah, I think you like take it back and then go get something else. Like,
nah.
Oh no. Nah.
Like your mother might like silver. But my mother loves silver. Matter of fact.
But go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like I think it's two ways I look at this. Man, if you get me a gift, get me something that I like or something that I need. Don't be just get me shit that you want me to have.
Yeah, but sometimes I think people do it in a way where they try and it don't like. All right, I remember one time I think maybe last year I had lost my wallet, or maybe the year before. I don't know. I lost my wallet and I had to go back and get everything, my IDs, my debit card, all the stuff. And I was talking to a guy I was dealing with, and I was just like, "Dang, I lost my wallet." And then this had to be like April maybe, because then Mother's Day was around the corner. So for Mother's Day, he bought me a wallet. And I was like, that was really sweet. But it was a big ass Gucci wallet. And I'm like, yeah, it's Gucci. And
Was your wallet big?
No.
All right, then I'm
it
not
was
mad
a
at
tiny,
you.
and that's
But
the
has
thing.
he ever seen your wallet?
I don't know, because you know I'm with a man. Why would I pull out my wallet?
See, you can't win.
I don't think you've ever seen my wallet. I don't see my wallet. So
Touché.
you know, but usually I have a little wallet, and so he bought me this big ass Gucci wallet, and I was like, oh, that was really sweet because the thought of it, beautiful. I was so grateful. But when he gave it to me, I didn't know it was a big wallet. He just said, you know, he was like, I got the gift, whatever. And I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I appreciate it. Opened it, it was big. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing with this big ass wallet?
You said that to him?
No.
Oh.
And I was like, ooh. And then I'm like, he never gonna see me with this wallet. And so I re-gifted it.
Yeah, I mean, I've
to
done
somebody
that.
who loves Gucci. And I was like, period.
I mean, I've done that.
So why you just trying
But
to...
it's still crazy now I'm thinking about it. But it's crazy.
I gave it to my mom.
Well, you tell him like, yo,
it's
like...
still in the family.
Not tell him, but on a phone call when y'all talking, like, man, I got still gotta get a wallet, like a smaller wallet.
No, I bought a wallet.
Yeah, like I gotta get me. I'm about to go get me a wallet. I just got your wallet. Yeah, no, that wallet's fire. It's just too big to keep in my pocket or keep in my bag. So then maybe I can put my wallet in that. Like,
I put my wallet in your wallet.
You got me a bag. Like you ain't get me a wallet at this
No,
point.
but that's the thing that you can't even carry that. It's not even. It's literally the big square that you zipping it and.
What? Let me ask y'all. What do y'all get somebody that got everything?
You ask them what they
it
want.
depends on who they are to me. It depends on who they are to
Your
me.
man.
Punani. Say no, I'm playing.
I hope not. God
I'm
damn.
just kidding. That's not a gift.
All
I mean,
right.
it's a gift that keeps on giving. But
She on one. She rolling today. That was good.
No,
He needed that recharge last week.
Nah, she did.
Welcome back, my nigga.
Welcome back, my nigga. That was good. Welcome back, my nigga. Yeah.
y'all stupid. No, I do sentimental things.
Like what?
Damn, nigga.
Try 1% better.
Yeah,
It's
what's the
free
gift?
game. What's up?
Okay, so like Valentine's Day. Also, we're still fairly new, so it's like wasn't doing nothing too crazy.
I'm about to say you don't have to. I'm just saying like somebody that has everything. Even like if you're man. I mean,
I'm about to say like I wrote a love letter.
Mm.
Very long love letter.
Did you type it? I mean, did you get it like laminated and shit?
Nah, I hand wrote it.
That's hard.
And then I
That is
did
cool.
like a picture collage of us, and I created a basket and all the things.
See?
I about to
Yeah,
say
that's fire, yeah.
he said something about something. I'm not gonna say specifically because I don't need nobody judging me. He said something about something, and so I bought it and I put it in the basket. And he said, "Okay, little baby that listen." And I was like, "Yeah."
No, that's fire. Like if I mention something and you got it, like I don't care how big or small, like that's fire. Like I think I got these small cameras and I think my the cap on it broke to like cover it. And I had mentioned it and Paris had got me 1 or 2 more and like they only like $7, but that shit was fire. I'm like,
Yeah.
But you listening though.
yeah, you feel me? Like, yeah, that shit dope. I love that for sure.
But that's why I feel like even like you said, knowing your personnel, but even communication, because like if it's something like he told me he didn't like one of my jackets, he was like, "I hate that jacket," and I was like,
This is my favorite jacket.
"It's not my favorite, but I definitely wore." He said, "I seen it one time," and I was like, "Okay." He said, "And I seen it the second time." I said, "Oh, she liked this jacket." And then I was like, "You don't like my jacket?" He said, "I hate it." I was like,
That sounds like me. I'll be like, bro,
"Oh
what
my
the
God."
fuck is this, bro?
And I said, "Okay, you'll never see it again." He ain't seen it since. And he ain't going to.
Okay.
So listening, the communication piece, right? But then it's also knowing your personnel. Like, I might like something, but that's why I be like, I might like something that you don't like. Or you might like something I don't like. And it's just like the compromise in that. Sometimes like I might want to, if he was to be like, I want to see you in this, I might not like it. But if he like it, I'll probably wear it just because he like it. And I just want to do what he like.
You know what I don't understand? The maybe because they get it too much, but the displeasure of like underclothes for holidays and shit. I don't celebrate holidays anymore, but like when girls gift
the
like
lingerie.
boxes and like when they gift like underwear, tees, and socks and shit. I ain't gonna lie, shit. I would be cool with that. Like, I'm alright with that.
I
Like,
was say, well, you know what? I think everybody be finding something to complain about.
yeah, because I'm
Because for
cool
a while
with
that was a regular thing. It was like
That's
Father's
probably
Day
why,
come.
though. That's probably why.
But
it's an
it's the
issue.
thing though, when this shit, my mother said this one time because it was the song "Birthday Sex" came on, and she was like, "Niggas always think because it's their birthday supposed to have sex." I said, "Actually, Mom, he's saying it's her birthday, so he's gonna treat her to sex." And she was like, "Oh," but I'm like, but think about it, like you know, when it's your birthday, special occasion, you know, you go celebrate and you come home and you like, "Oh yeah, we having sex. Like
Yeah.
this is a nice time."
Yeah.
But niggas always like, "Oh, what's I'm getting for my birthday? Pussy again?" Like, well, goddamn, do you not want none?
Yeah.
Ain't got to give you none.
I guess, yeah, because I didn't. That's just never been a regular thing for me, so I didn't understand. But now, if that's a regular thing, I can see. Like, I'm
Like
tired of
Father's
that.
Day was a thing. Like Father's Day would be like you would get the T-shirts. It's like you put a whole man thing together, and they was like, "Stop doing that shit."
Somebody.
How much socks can fit in this drawer?
Well, I guess because your feet aren't changing sizes anymore. When you're kids, you know you need new socks.
I don't know if I seen it somewhere. Oh, this is such a dope ass gift. I think every Father's Day, she gets her father. She pays the subscription for like football, but like all
Sunday
of the
ticket and all of that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that's a fire.
I'm like,
gift.
that's a fire.
That's a fire gift.
It's so thoughtful because that's something that I don't want to. Like, I want it.
So
but
wait,
I don't
once a
care.
month or for the
Once
whole
a
year?
Yeah, so you
Okay.
just pay the subscriptions for the entire year. And I'm like, yo, because that's something I don't want to pay. I need it, but I want it, but I don't want to pay for that shit.
You watching all the games.
But then that's the thing though. But when that becomes, everybody start doing it, and everybody like they like, oh, what are we gonna give for Father's Day again this year? Sports,
Yeah.
nigga.
I mean,
Oh,
because that
no,
shit
bro.
expensive, bro.
So that's all it is. It's because it's not because it's expensive. You like, well, I'll take it.
No,
No.
it's just
thoughtful.
that is thoughtful. Like that's something that
Yeah, we
That's
thought about how
thoughtful.
expensive it was.
I mean, it's not for the year. It's like $420, right, for the entire year. But still, it's just thoughtful. It is thoughtful. It's just thoughtful because like I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
Like that's dope. Like that's dope. I like that. You
I
got
do
some
like that
response?
idea. I like the idea of that. That's pretty cool, actually.
I think it's like
You gotta
$4
tell me
something.
about it. Send it to me so I can have it in my pocket in my
Yeah.
repertoire.
Yeah,
When the time comes.
276.
276. That's not
Two
bad.
to 378.
What is it for?
It's like but this basketball and football. This is just football, right?
Yeah, this is
So
just
Sunday ticket, right?
Mhm.
So you can get all of the games every Sunday.
What do you mean get all of the games?
You can watch all of the games.
Like
so you
every
know,
game.
with these streaming companies and TVs, they don't play all of the games. So you get your local games on your cable, or your internet.
Okay.
But if you get Sunday ticket, you can get all of the games every Sunday.
Yeah, send me the link.
No, think about it though.
Cause you know Father's Day coming up
One
and all
day.
the things. You said what?
You get one day. Y'all get all the other holidays.
Oh, I don't operate like that. What holidays do we get that y'all don't get?
Y'all get most holidays are about the woman. I feel like.
I don't celebrate like that. So tell me which ones that are specifically
I'm
catered
assuming
to
you're
me.
gonna say Valentine's Day.
I was say you
For
getting
sure.
at Valentine's Day because I reciprocate on Valentine's.
Mm.
Granted, this is my I ain't
Christmas.
gonna hold y'all.
'Cause
This is my
again-
first Valentine's Day in a long time,
But like Christmas, well, I don't know.
and I
Actually,
don't
it
think
depends
I've
on the
even
person.
really celebrated when I was in a relationship either.
It depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the person. Because I feel like, again, like from what I've seen growing up in my household, it was more so about my father
Yeah.
getting my mother stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Did
Like
your
for
mom?
him.
Was your mom working?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but it was. I mean, it was a clear gap though.
Yeah,
But
but
he
that's
didn't.
why. then.
He didn't care about holidays for real.
Yeah.
For real. He
But
was
she
like, "This is
cared.
an American type." Yes, a lot,
Well, because
a lot.
women typically do care more than men. But I think the reality of it is men don't care because nowadays a lot of times men don't care because they don't receive.
Mm.
But if they received, I think they would care a little more. Even for like birthdays, I hate when people be
I was about
like,
to say that.
I hate when people be like, I don't even care about my birthday. And I'm like, why? Like, this is another year of life. Like, and they're like, I mean, it ain't that big a deal. It's another day. It is another day. But it's another day that counts for a year.
mean,
and
Let me be real.
mhm.
Keep caring about that nigga birthday, because the truth of the matter is niggas care about their birthday.
We do.
They just don't want to say it. And I think it's a defense mechanism to say, I don't even care that much, right?
Yeah.
So just in case something don't happen, it's like, I don't have no expectations. But niggas feel great when girls go all out for niggas' birthdays. I'm
Not just
telling you, they feel
girls.
amazing.
Not just girls, bro. Like
Or yeah, your friends.
people in general.
Yeah.
They shocked me on my birthday. Like I didn't want to do anything. I really didn't want to do anything. And it's your 30th
Cap.
birthday. I didn't. I really didn't.
What you do? What you do?
These niggas surprised me with a steakhouse, a comedy show, and Magic City.
Oh, okay, yeah, this
It
is
was a
why I didn't get much for
great
my
birthday.
birthday. Got it. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
part
playing.
of
I'm
the
playing.
day.
I'm playing.
Honestly, though,
Honestly, Jay, you the only person
no.
that took me out. You took me out for my birthday.
honestly
Tulum.
though,
Yeah,
that month was hell for me.
it was.
Because
Jay
your
was
birthday
like,
was that month too.
No,
no,
well,
it was
yeah,
right
it
before,
was,
but it was just a couple weeks.
But I guess June and July, like
Mhm.
the last month of June and July in general, just was tough, bro. It was bad.
Yeah.
Too many birthdays.
It was too many, bro. It was bad.
Jay said, "Y'all are killing me."
Yo.
That in November. Because I don't know why I know so many Scorpios.
Oh my god.
But I knew it was gonna be like that for you, which is why I didn't say much. And when I woke up, he's like, "Well, what you doing today?" And I'm like, "Let's go to dinner." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay."
Sheesh, yeah, man. But no, I mean, I think that's that. Did we have any what you had on the dock when we have our call?
Yeah.
See, we freestyling now.
Yeah.
Can I read one?
What you had?
I had the joint that you were talking about December. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a parenting one.
What was it?
So,
Oh yeah, I sent you that.
this girl was
It's on
like,
brand with this.
no, somebody tweeted, somebody was on Threads and said, "Why do y'all have active fathers on child support?"
Because of the government.
I don't think it's because of the government, but my response was, well, presence doesn't cover the cost of taking care of a child, i.e., food, shelter, health, doctors, transportation, electricity, clothing, whatever supports that the child needs to live a happy and healthy life. And I said, all of that costs. Unfortunately, men aren't freely covering those costs. They're simply picking up their kids, attending events, and spending time and thinking that that's all that matters. When in actuality, all of it matters, including the finances. So then the guy was like, so then why not just let the kids stay with the father primarily? And I was like, to be honest, most dads don't want their kids primarily. We're going to start there. But on top of that, it's not about just because the fact that you think that because I have the finances, I'm a better parent already should let you know that you're not a better parent, because parenting isn't just about having money.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just kind of the conversation I was kind of shifting into. Like, I think people frown upon child support.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the reality of it is, if you were supporting your child, you wouldn't need to be on child support. Now, granted, there are some situations where people are being greedy for sure, where it's like, I'm giving you $700 a month, and then you get mad, so then you go down to child support, and they tell you getting $500 a month. I've seen that happen a few times. But the reality of it is, a lot of times, men that are being put on child support aren't giving a certain amount every month. They'll probably give a little here, give a little there. I gotta call you every time your kid needs something. I gotta call you every time I gotta pay a light bill, this and that. And everybody be like, well, why should I have to contribute towards your rent, your light bill, your this, your that? And one thing that a friend of mine broke down for my son's father, because he kept beating around the bush about like, well, I'm gonna send her some money. I just don't know how much to send. She won't tell me specifically what she need. And I'm like, I shouldn't have to tell you specifically what I need. When you wake up in the morning, your son need the same thing you need.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up and you wash your ass, he need water to wash his ass. You wake up, you put deodorant on, he need deodorant. You put drawers on, he need drawers. You put clothes on, shoes on, lotion, everything you put on, everything you do. Think about the fact that you contributed to make sure that your son gets to do the same. If you haven't, then you aren't doing your part. And the reality of it is, it doesn't matter where they live. And if they are living with their mother, you should still want them to have the things that they need. So, and I'm like, and my friend was telling him, she was like, well, think about this. She was like, if she lives in a 2-bedroom apartment because your son has his own room, you don't think she could live in a 1-bedroom apartment if she didn't have your son? And he was like, yeah. She was like, so technically you saving rent because you need to be in a 2-bedroom apartment so that your son can have his own room there, but he don't. Instead, she's paying the extra for his room. So contribute to the stay of his room. Contribute to the fact that he's utilizing the water and electricity and all the things, because all those things are needed for him to be in a safe environment. But I don't think that men are thinking of that. And I think that's the most frustrating part for women, because it's like, I can call you and be like, oh, he needs some new shoes. And you'll find a way to get him some shoes, whether you got a shoe plug or whatever. But if it's like, oh, well, my electricity, I need to pay my electric bill. You like, well, you need to figure that out. Well, nigga, your kid here. You want them to be cold?
Mm-hmm.
You don't care? Because the reality of it is, I probably wouldn't even need it on if he wasn't in the house throughout the day. I could be gone all day and it ain't ran up as much. But I don't think that that's considered. So in these conversations, I think it's just disappointing that it's always looked at as child support is this negative thing, when it's like, you could support your child and give child support without the courts. I would say, I personally have a friend who he pays child support, and it's not, I'm sure he's paying well over what would be required of him. But he like, for what, I have it, and what's the fuss about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think first thing that comes to mind when I hear this is what is considered an active dad, right? Like, and I might be biased because I don't know what the fuck an active dad. I ain't trying to say. Like, I don't know. Like,
You're just a dad.
yeah, like, right.
I was gonna say that because a good dad is an average mom.
Yeah, so I don't like.
Wait a minute. See, that's the shit that we talk about. Why?
Because that's the reality. When you think about it, I seen this comedian. She was like,
You think that?
I can see the
correlation.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the argument. I mean,
I seen this comedian. She was like, she said her whole day. She was like, I woke up, I got my kids ready, I got them dressed, I got I took them to the park. She said I did all these things. They went to school. I this and that. I packed lunch. I da. She said, and everybody was just like, hey, have a good day. Nobody cared. She said, after school, I did help them with their homework, everything. And my husband took them to the park, and they said, you're such an amazing dad.
Oh, in that case, yeah, absolutely. Like,
and then she like, nigga.
If we're talking, yeah,
Okay,
no, we're talking.
okay.
If we're talking about perception, because sometimes, like, I've gotten frustrated with that because it's like I definitely appreciate the applause, but it's like, bro, what the fuck, my nigga? Like, somebody paid for my It was like a year ago. Somebody paid for my brunch because I was out with my daughter eating, and they was like, "That's so dope," and I'm like, "Thank you," but.
This supposed to be the norm.
What the fuck? Like, yo, like, I'm just out with my kid.
But nobody gonna do that for no mom.
Facts, yeah, you're right. Nah, so I get that. So, but I mean, when I'm thinking about good dad, yeah, if I'm thinking about the statement like verbatim or literally, like, nah, I think, nah, I wouldn't say that. But in that case, for sure, 1,000,000%, 100%. But that's because there is a lack of present dads. So when you do see it, it stands out. Whereas though it isn't a lack of present moms, that's just the norm. So when
So do we normalize? Because then it's like, and I hate to like be shady about it, but I feel like a lot of times it's like niggas be needing praise to be present. Niggas be needing praise to do what they supposed to do. And it's like they want you, I gotta applaud a fish for swimming. Like you're a dad. So you being a dad, I gotta praise you. But then there's so many niggas out here that don't show up. So the fuck what?
I mean, well, I'm not gonna look at it like that. To be honest, I think we all need praise.
I was about to say that.
Like, I don't like, because I don't even want to look at it like that. Like, we should praise the woman out here who's doing it.
But we don't get praise. And unfortunately, what we get is shunned a lot because we always getting the brunt of, you a single mom. You chose the wrong nigga. You this. And it's like, what the fuck?
But that's true too.
It is true. But at the same time, it's just like, it's like the victim thing that we always saying, right? Like, yes, I put myself in this predicament. But also, you didn't have to be a shitty person.
For sure.
So I can accept that, but I'm the parent that stayed. I'm the parent doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I being punished and criticized for it? Because I decided to be a parent?
No, I don't think we're having a. You said what?
It's a tough conversation.
I don't think it have to be. I just think we're talking to people who are ignorant. I don't think because when I hear you, no, I think you should get praised for it. And anybody that's criticizing you for it, they're just stupid. So it's like, and I think we have a lot of stupid people in the world. So even when we put these conversations online, we see a lot of stupid people in the comments. So it's like, I'm not paying attention to the stupid people because they dumb. But if you're talking to, like, if I'm talking to you, like, I understand, I'm like, nah, you should get praised. And yeah, could we all do a better job at discernment when we picking out partners? For sure we can, but we here and we stuck with it. Right. And the person that laid down with you should be stuck with it too. And if he don't, then he's less than, to
and
be
that's
honest.
That's my thing. I think it's like, a lot of times we always talking about well, you had the kid. Well, the kid is already here.
Yeah, we can't change it.
So why are we talking about that? Like, we're talking the present day. I'm active. This nigga should be too.
What happened? I think if I'm gonna try to stoop down to that level, and it's just a fact. Is women out there who talk that motherhood shit, but don't really want the responsibility that come with a mother. Like they talk about being a moms and wanting to do, like, you don't. So, because when it comes to it, now you complain all the time, like, nigga, you a mom. And I think that's what we see, and that's what we talk about, but that's not all cases. You know what I'm saying? So when you see somebody complain, when you see somebody online talking about parenthood, some instances they just talking about parenthood, but they still gonna show up every day. Because parenting is hard as fuck. Every stage of parenting is hard now that I think about it. Mm-hmm. I've dealt with every stage now. Nigga.
Well, not yet.
I have.
A 2-year-old.
I mean, well, not every year.
Okay.
Like, now I think about it, like, I parent a newborn, I parent a toddler, I parent, like, the
middle school age,
teen. Preteen, then teen. Like, bro, it's all hard. Yeah. Like, it's all hard. So, like, now when I don't even judge people I see complaining on the internet because nigga, you need some help.
Yeah.
I cry out for you. Like I want to offer help. I'm not about to say, well, you did it to yourself. Those who say that are ignorant and stupid. I'm not listening to them. You're dumb. You don't have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So you keep being stupid. So you be over there with the stupid people. And we're going to just communicate with the smart people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like when I hear you, like, you definitely right. But back to the like the dad thing, I feel like, you know, if you're a good dad, you're a good dad, you deserve praise. If you're a good mom, you deserve praise too. Like we all deserve praise. Like this shit is hard. So and we never know, especially with the climate that we in, where we just seen like 2 people pass on, like taking their own lives. Like you never know what your words of encouragement do for somebody. That can be the thing that gets you over. You could be having a hard day. Imagine you outside and you know, like your son is going through what he's going through with basketball trials and everything. You just trying your hardest, and somebody's be like, man, shout out to you. I see you. Nigga, what?
Yeah.
That's man, that should make you feel good. Man, thank you. Now you have a different type of tears because now it's like, yo, damn, I needed that. You feel me? So I think everybody deserves a little bit of praise.
Now
And I
do
think
get that.
And we gotta stop trying to like take it, like, why do we think so negatively? Like, yeah, man, if you're a fish swimming, man, shout out to you.
Because you could be drowning.
Because you could be drowning. Shout out to you. So I think if we change the way we think about these things, we could change a lot of, like, even when it comes to the conversation of like, I shouldn't have to praise a man for being faithful. Like, why not? Like, shit.
Because, but then again, that means it has to be done in the reverse. Like, thank you for being loyal to me. Thank you for being faithful to me too. On the other side of it.
1,000,000%.
Because women don't get that either. It's just a given.
No, for sure. 1,000,000%.
I'm about to say, why you look like that? It's not a given.
No.
We're not loyal
Women
women.
being that's the problem. Like no.
Let's not get too let's go back to
But my thing is
So
with the
you do
parenting
get
thing.
praise. I think you do get praise.
Where's the balance where, because the reality of it is, I might look at a situation and think that you're not doing that great of a job.
Mm.
And that's my opinion, right? And if I don't think you're doing that great of a job, why should I have to give you praise? Because just to motivate you.
If you don't think you're doing that good of a job, keep it to yourself. Shut the fuck up.
That's a great question though, because
Like,
so then how do you make sure that you get better?
are we talking about like with somebody that's in our situation? Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's different. Yeah, I mean, you communicate with, I need help.
Because I think what happens is a lot of times we think that we're great and we think we're doing good things. And the reality of it is, it may be better than what we know, but it doesn't mean that it's great.
But parenting is subjective because like
it is.
Like, bro, listen, man. One thing I learned is, and we can't criticize. Like, I don't think none of us had a right to criticize nobody about parenting. Because if you was on your own, imagine somebody coming to you saying what you should or shouldn't be doing as a parent when you're doing the best you can, right? And I think what happened is like we get to smelling ourselves, all of us. So now I got a microscope on how you parent, and now I want to be judgy when it's like, bro, like I'm doing the best I can. It's like you're doing the best you can. How dare you come to me criticize? Now I'm not saying you can't help me, right? But like to try to criticize me or say I'm not as good as a parent, or I just personally don't like it. And maybe that's just something I have to learn or I haven't gotten to yet. I just don't like it because I've seen people struggle. Mm-hmm. And who would I be to say like you're a bad parent? Nah, you're doing the best you can do.
But sometimes your best is not good enough.
Says who though?
The world and the outcomes that come from it.
Let that be the world and the outcomes that come from it.
But we all suffer from that. I think it's just like the Brenda's got a baby situation. You know what I mean? Like everybody suffers when you as a community, if we're like, we all got to do better and we all need to be pouring into each other and growing and this and that. And you're struggling in this regard. I know that whatever outcome it is for you and your child is going to grow up to be an adult in this society, and your child is going to be affected by whatever your parenting is, right? And I think that's why laws come into place. Because, I mean, at one point in time, it was fine. Like, abuse was fine. You know what I mean? So it's like now things have to be, that's the community stepping in and saying, hey, you're not good, actually, this is wrong. Hey, you're not, you know what I mean? And so that's why it's laws now in place that weren't in place before.
So you're right. I'm just trying to go back to the parenting thing. So let's go to like co-parenting, right? Mm-hmm. Because there's such thing as being a bad parent, right? I'm just not talking to that. Mm-hmm. I'm talking to the parent that's showing up every day, right? So I can't. If we're talking about a parent that's not there, that's a whole different conversation. I'm not talking about that.
I'm saying the parents that are there.
Okay, the 2 parents that are there, right? I just don't think that's fair because, especially and I might be a little biased, but if you are a single parent you gonna make mistakes.
Mhm.
And you have the leeway, the luxury to be able to learn from your mistakes.
Mhm.
And I do think that, I don't want to say it's a privilege, because we talked about this before, but I
Yeah.
think that's a luxury in itself to be able to figure it out.
Mhm.
And you can get help, but the last thing you need is somebody coming around telling you what you aren't doing right. It's either you come and add contribution or you don't say anything. So like when we're talking about these different criticisms, I'm not saying that you can step in and help me out or make me better, but I think it's a fine line between constructive criticism, back to your word, and just complaining or just negative verbiage, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, like, because it's been times where I probably do need the help, or I could use some information, especially if you had a kid. But for me, like, I could use all of it. It's how you approach it, though, if that makes sense. So that's how I'm trying to. It's hard to have this conversation. I just wouldn't take that approach like you're a bad mom or some shit like that.
No,
Like,
I don't think people typically say that. I'm just saying, like, I think, in terms of just kind of like,
give me an example, I guess. Let's go back, because it started with child support. So if I'm what y'all was saying, active dad, right? I come around, I pick my kid up every what is it? We're gonna do co-parents and 50-50, or just every weekend? Like, because
most situations aren't 50-50.
okay, so let's say I'm an active dad. I get my kids
every weekend or every other weekend.
Every weekend. Let's just go for every weekend, right? And you like, that's not enough. You aren't showing up how you're supposed to show up. How would this go?
For me to communicate?
I don't know, just for the sake of conversation.
No, I'm saying, what do I think would be the best way to explain that?
Not even the best. When you say like some people just aren't doing good enough, like
you aren't doing okay.
Like his best is every weekend, but it ain't good enough. So how would, like, give me an example? How would that look so I can understand it?
Okay, I think in the communication, just from my standpoint, if it's like you only get them on the weekend and they're not, and at this point I'm responsible for all the day-to-day stuff throughout the week, I would just let them know, like, hey, actually, the timing isn't really equal and it's not fair, not just to me, but also to your kid too. They spending more time with me, and I feel like there are things that you're missing out on, honestly. And then I would just, and it would be like, what am I missing out on? Do you know the teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what time they got to be at school? What's the late time? What's the time that they mark tardy? What time do they have to be picked up? What activities do they have? What day of the week is their activities? Like, those are things that should be on your schedule just as much as they're on my schedule. And whether or not you are affected by it or not, you should at least be aware. You should at least be aware and present of it, so that way, if needed, you step in as much as I do. At some point, we can start to figure out how to level the playing field. Maybe, if you're getting him every weekend, then maybe Friday activities are yours and Monday activities are yours. And then I'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday activities. So now you got 2 days activities, I got 3 days activities. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it becomes like, I'll try to ask you, like, hey, how can we even this? And make sure that you talk to the teacher when you pick them up. You talk to the teacher when you drop them off. You know this person so they know who you are too.
But are we saying that the weekend isn't enough though? Like that's what be the example of like somebody giving it their best, but it not being enough?
I think it depends on the situation. Like,
that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, when, because you
But you said the weekend, but from my experience, I know people like every other weekend.
Okay.
I feel like people get their, like, if you get your kid every weekend, I feel like that's nice. When I was in my situation, I was like, you want to do every weekend? And he was like, then what weekend I'm gonna have to go out?
That's crazy.
And I was
but
like,
I understand it, but that's crazy.
I mean, I understand.
You
I
can go
definitely
out
understand
during the
it, but it's
week. You
crazy.
grown and you don't have no kid at home during the week. Go on a Wednesday. I don't give a damn.
So that's what I was saying. I just don't like the comparison, especially the teacher thing, right? I can't speak for everybody. I just think we try to move the goalposts when things benefit us. Again, I can't speak for everybody, but I don't know when the last time anybody, like, I'm trying to be careful, but when you say, like, you don't even know the teacher's name, do you?
Well, that's the thing. No, I'm not. I feel like after a certain age, sure. Like in high school, I'm not really. I do know the teachers because I'm just maybe
Stand up mother.
Yeah.
No, I'm about to say maybe I'm a. I don't
No,
know.
you are.
I go into school and I have numbers and I'm talking to people, but that's just because one, my kid is a relationship kid, so he's very social when it comes to whomever. So he's built relationships with these adults. So I'm gonna have a relationship because you're not gonna have no access to my kid and I can't have access to you.
That's being active, yeah.
But like up until like middle school, I'm just saying, like, they have, majority of them have a homeroom teacher or a teacher that they with majority of the time. the teacher who does the reports or whatever. So you know what's coming before it comes out on paper, or you know what I mean? So that's that. I feel like the same way that the teacher calls me, they should feel like they can call you too. Because I remember when I was growing up, it was one thing if they were like, I'm gonna call your mom. My mother ain't gonna do shit. You call my father? Oh, don't call my dad. Like, don't call my dad. Because if my dad can't come, my grandma coming. My grandma crazy. But I say that to say, like, they knew you got two parents. Now, granted, my parents were together. So, but I'm just saying that I think the same responsibility should be put on.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, what it seems like a lot of times is that the responsibility is always put on the mom. Like, the mom is the one, I'm going to call your mom. Nobody ever thinks of, where's your dad? Even the little meme that nigga say, where that little girl mother at? No, where that little girl father at? Like,
well, let's go back to the child support thing. What the conversation came from?
Him saying, why not let the dad be the primary parent if you need child support? Why can't the dad just be the primary parent?
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. I think what was the original conversation? Because I do think
oh, they said, why do y'all be having active fathers on child support?
Yeah. I'm assuming because that nigga ain't contributing to the house.
Financially.
Yeah, like,
there's
that's
no
the only
finances.
thing, yeah, like-
He around. Ow, fuck.
Be careful, girl. Damn. Be careful.
Shit.
But yeah, I
You got
think it's all right. It
insurance?
should be good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good.
You worry about the book, nigga. I might be bleeding out the head.
But I don't want the book to fall on you. I'm thinking about you.
No, you wasn't.
I am.
The book, did it look good? Did it look back?
It's good.
No, I didn't want it to push the
No, I
plant
think, I mean,
and fall on your
yeah,
head.
nigga, they got niggas on child support because they're not contributing to the household, to the kid. Like, what you think?
It's a tough conversation, bro. Like because it goes back to your original point. What is active? You know what I'm saying? Like, because an active father would be contributing in my mind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to understand.
Like, what is that?
What is active? Like, if you're an active father, then you
you're
are
a trophy dad.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
So that's the thing, and that's another thing.
you're a
I think a
trophy
lot of
dad.
people will see a nigga post their kid that they with their kid a lot,
think
and
he
they be
an
like,
active dad.
I think he a good dad.
But that's why
You
I'm
don't know
having a hard.
shit. You just seen a picture.
He's a trophy dad.
But that's
you
why I'm
come,
having a hard time
take
with the
your pictures, drop them back. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, like, huh?
Yeah, that's why I'm with you. Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, what is an active dad? Because like, I don't see an active dad being on child support.
But that's why the conversation has been difficult to me, because it's like the nuance of the meaning
Mm-hmm.
of like what is your perception of it? Because your perception of it, your perception of whoever wrote that, it might be different. You know, because active might just be like, we know even in a relationship, not trying to move the goalposts, right? You can be
You there, not present.
but not. Thank you.
Okay.
You know what
And
I'm
you
saying?
could be a dad living in a household and
it's
not
like,
being an
are
active
you-
dad.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, because when I think of active, like, you are showing up in the best way possible that you possibly can, but that under that criteria is financially. It is being present, and okay, you may not be the best person as far as like parenting, teacher and everything, but when it comes to sports, I got it. I know all the coaches. You know what I'm saying?
Of course
you know,
do,
I know
'cause you
all
love
the,
it.
you know, that's what I'm saying. But like, I'm active in the ways that we were talking about this before, where it's like I'm good at what I'm good at, and what I'm not good at, it just is what
But
it
is
is.
that fair though?
What?
That I think a lot of times we get into that, like, I'm not good at that, so I'm not gonna do that. And I feel like I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, is that fair? Because it's like, you could be like, oh, I go to all the games and I go to the practices. Yeah, that's the fun part of parenting. But the boring stuff.
That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true.
Okay, elaborate.
Going to all the games and the practices and stuff, that takes some sacrifice too.
It does take sacrifice. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that, because the reality is most times moms are at the games and sacrifice and practices too.
Right.
So, but I'm saying, like, this is if you showing up for your kid day in and day out, I'm doing the hard stuff, the boring stuff. I'm getting up early in the morning, making sure this kid is ready for school and presentable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get them to school. And then I'm doing homework with them after school. After I pick them up, I've talked to the teachers throughout the day about their behavior, and I've checked their stuff and all the things. And then I take them to the activities, whatever that may look like. And then when the sports come, it's like, now you're here.
You take care of activities. What you mean? Like sports?
And I mean, whether it be sports, whether it be there's other activities other than sports. There could be, I don't know, maybe a kid like art. Or
There's a big club or something like that.
Yeah, whatever activities they don't own. It just, even if they go to, you get them tutoring.
That's not
Or-
so. I mean, no. I mean, listen. First of all, if you want to try, you know what I'm saying, try. So back to, I guess, your point when he was like, you could try is not being good enough. I'm conflicted. Like, you could try. Trying to be fair. It's gonna sound contradicting. Like, I'm still a human, right? So I said this before, and it might sound crazy, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie. A part of me being a good dad is also like ego too. Cause I'm not one of y'all. Y'all not me. So yeah, I'm doing all the hard stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, and if you not, then I'm not about to. So that's the difference. I'm not gonna complain about it. I ain't gonna criticize you about it. It just says more about me. And I'm okay with that. That might sound crazy. Same reason why I run. Partially why I run is show you I'm
I
better
can
than
do
you
it.
niggas. I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm better than you. I don't have to point you out and say you fat and you. No. That's the confidence of me. And if you got that, that's cool. So that's why it's hard to have this conversation. But like, to your point, if we're talking about active parents, you shouldn't be doing all of that. Because the first thing I was going to ask you is, do you have the capacity to do that? Because if you do, then do it. Like, me and my co-parenting situation is things that I do that she don't do. And I didn't want that to be the case in the beginning, but I had the capacity to do it. So it makes sense. So like, yeah, and I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to criticize because our situations is different. She might have to work 2 jobs or whatever. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I got more time. So I would hope that I could show up in that way. I'm not about to show up in that way and say, you don't, because I have the capacity to do it, if that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. But to your point, like, if you're getting them up and you're doing activities, now let's go back to the drawing board, right? When we talk about parenting, it's 4 categories that parents have to be in charge of. That's healthcare, that's religion, that's school, and then is extracurricular activities. If you're doing all 4, there's no way the other parent is active. They present. I mean,
what is active?
They might show up here and there, but you're not active. Okay. Like, if you take 1 out of 3, okay, cool, thanks for trying, but can we work for you to get to 2? You know what I'm saying? So we can both do this sharedly. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if you're taking them to school and extracurricular activity, okay, are you taking them to church and are you paying health insurance? Or are you taking them to the doctor's appointment? And okay, cool. And now we gotta be real. If you're doing all 4, are you not taking them to the doctor's appointment or paying that health insurance because you can't or because you're overwhelmed? Because sometimes you might not be good at that, right? And if you're not good at that and that's something that you don't do and then you expecting me to do it, but you don't do it, it's like, all right now. But if you asking me to do it because you're not good at it, that's different. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I just think it's because.
But at what point? But that's where I'm struggling at, because it's like, if you say, well, I'm not good at that, but I'm good at this. So like, you could say again, especially when it comes to boys, like, it'll be like, I can do the extra. I can take them to sports. Of course you can. You love sports. What if I love sports and I want to take them to sports? So now you're like, but that's the only thing I'm good at. So if you taking care of everything else, let me have that one. But I can give you that one, right? But now the other things that I have to take care of are also a task for me too. So just as much as it's a task for you, it's a task for me as well. So now it's like, when does it get to a point where you say, this isn't my strong suit, but I'm gonna work at it and get better at it because I have to. Because I don't have a choice, so why do you have a choice?
But I think that also falls into the idea of active, is actively progressing to be better, you know? And you may not start there, but like, there's no blueprint to parenting. Y'all say this all the time, you know what I mean? So I think that's a part of being active, is actively compromising, actively doing what's best for your child. That's why I keep on going back to the question as to like, what is active in your mind? Because in my mind, active is all of those things. You know what I mean? That is like, I'm doing everything that I possibly can to make sure that this child has a better experience than I did. And what that may look like.
My bad. I'm just listening to Janae just hit.
What happened?
A nigga say, I'm just not good at that.
But it's just. This shit probably piss you off.
I'm just not good at that.
I mean.
Okay, just don't be a dad then, I guess.
But not only that, and then they'll be like, well, how can I help? And then you tell them and they still don't do it. And it's like, we just be talking for nothing, like ad nauseum, like for real.
But that's
tough, bro.
But it's not tough. It goes back to being an active dad, because out of sight, out of mind. I understand that idea and in theory of out of sight, out of mind. But what comes with it comes with it. That's so tough. If your kid is out of sight, it's out of mind. So you're not as active as you should be, right? So it's like, so when you say I'm telling you what you can do to help, of course it's not on the front of my mind because it's not on the front of my mind, if that makes sense.
But that's the thing, I don't understand, and I think that's a disconnect because I don't understand that because not just because I'm a single mom, whatever, but even when there was time when my son wasn't with me, I'm still daily calling my child every day.
Because he's with you all the time.
But what I'm saying is he wasn't at the time.
Because he was, though, at one point.
But even with that, like, I just feel like as a parent, that's a part of you. That's your offspring.
I mean, again, I think shit just be 1 + 1 = 2. You shouldn't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand this shit. If your kid ain't on the front of your mind and you ain't always thinking about your kid, that's a problem. That's something that I don't want to understand. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to judge you. I just don't, nigga. My daughter gets on my nerves. I love her to death, though. Mm-hmm. And nigga, that's why I like, not to keep bringing it up, but like, I be thinking about my ex, what I'm like, I understand now. Because I used to think she used to be like over, like, soon as Amaya would go somewhere, it's like, I miss Amaya, what she doing? And I used to just be like, I was ignorant. Like, bro, like, it ain't that shit. Like, bro, she's good. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say a lot of things you either gotta learn, you just never gonna know.
You experience it.
Nigga, my daughter will give me the hardest 2-3 days that I have, right? The next day, she would have mom's like, yo, how Alani doing? Yo, I probably want to just pull up, see her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how much love. I can't explain it. So when you say like, I don't understand, me either. Yeah. And I don't want to understand. If a nigga don't think about his kid all the time, bro, like, and I ain't saying like you can't go on vacation, have fun, but if you're not thinking about your kid and what they need and how you can show up and if they okay, not even what they need, because they sound like a chore, but just if she's okay, if they okay. Like, if you're not thinking about that all the time, again, I don't have no negative words for you, but that's it. I'm gonna just say, cool, that's you.
But I think that just also falls down to it's like,
man,
why?
This ain't no fucking tough conversation.
No, but why though? No, but
this shit ain't tough. Like,
it isn't.
Ain't shit tough about it.
It shouldn't be. But but my mind just goes towards like, why though? Like, why is this person like? If you had a child that you created, why isn't this person the priority? Is there something that you had experienced where you had that disconnect with your parents? And how does that cycle? Is this a continuing cycle? I understand. I'm not trying to cop out for nobody because I see you already ducking your head like, ain't no fucking experience. No, I already know you about to go on the J Hill rant, so I'm gonna get you a second. But really though, because that's those closest to the problems are those closest to the solutions.
No.
But we can, yes,
yeah, maybe okay,
but it's go ahead.
the argument for men, right? She won't let me see my kid, right? And I said this a while ago. And I'm like, how selfish can a woman be, especially that hasn't had 2 parents, and understand the struggle of not having 2 parents, not having a father figure in their life, and seeing what that did to her? How can you be so selfish to do the same thing to your child?
Exactly.
You know that applies to men too.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have your parents around and it was a disconnect, you know how that hurt. You know exactly how that made you feel. Why the fuck would you do that to your kid? Okay, cool. We understand that. Like when we talk about mental disorders and things, that's far beyond our reach. I understand that, right? So I'm not talking about those examples. Those are exceptions. Or I mean, we can work on it. They can get therapy. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about people in that right state of mind. That's just fucking idiots. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no excuses for you niggas. I don't have no understanding for you niggas. You niggas are fucking scum. It just is what it is. I want people to understand that. Yeah, there are certain instances where people are fucked up in the mind, things happen, but I'm not talking about them. That's why I said let's be smart. If you're a nigga out here who just want to be a bum ass nigga, not taking care of your kids, you having sex, you fucking these hoes raw, you having all type of kids, and you not taking care of them, I have no excuse for you. I have no understanding for you. I have no median ground. I have none of that for you. You should fucking rot in hell somewhere. Because there's no way, and maybe I need to be more lenient, because maybe they do have a mental disorder.
But
maybe they are just fucking special ed. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me though.
It don't. Like them niggas, and maybe
but with that also,
they need help.
It's not just the thought of, just the fact that you wake up every day and you don't think of your kid. To me, it's just like, it's weird because it's a young being. They literally can't function without depending on
So
something.
to Alex's point, all right, cool. All right.
I feel the same way about the financial part of it too.
Let me rephrase this. Let's grow, right? 1% better. If you're a man out here and you don't take care of your kids, you're a man out here, you don't wake up every day thinking about your kids. If you're a man out here who don't have your kids on the front of your mind all the time, then I think you deserve to get help. I think it's had to be something that's blocking the neurons in your brain from connecting to the rest of your cells in your body. I don't even know how it works in science. I think it's really something wrong with you, and we need to get those people help. We need to have funding in place for hospitals to get these people help because it's seriously something wrong with that. I'm telling
you, bro.
So instead of me saying you're a bitch and all that, no, I think it's seriously something wrong, and we should pray for these people, and we should really try to get these people help because for an adult to have a kid and not think about their child, not want to be in their child's life, not want to take care of their child, I'm not going to say, man, I'm gonna step back for a second. I ain't going to say you're a hoe, you're a bitch and all that. No, I do think that we need funding. We need special funding in our government for people like that because it has to be a mental disorder.
We do have special funding for stuff like that, not for their growth, but for their kids because they're
Child
not
support.
taking care of them. Exactly. So,
but we need to get them. We need to get the guys some help.
This is my thing. So, and this is the thing that I'm saying because I think the way that I see it is, even if you don't think I want to see my kid today, right? You don't even think you don't care if your kid ate today. You're not concerned with, and my thing is that's where the child support part comes in. When people complain about the child support, that's what I don't understand. Because I'm like, why are you mad that you're being forced to take care of your kid financially when you could just take care of them financially yourself? Because the reality of it is, if they lived with you, the finances is still going to come out of your pocket, and you're going to have to do more.
So that's why I was going to go there. I think nobody, and just having that conversation, nobody want other people in their pockets, right? So I understand that. So even like my friend, right? Like we all talk about child support. Like I was talking about it, my friend, like we all talk about it, right? But the reality is, like we be like, man, I don't want to be on child support because we want to be there for our kids. Child support is the least of our worries. Because like if I'm present, I promise you, I probably pay way more than child support.
And that's what I be saying.
Like what we do is way more than child support. We just don't want nobody forcing us to have to do something.
But that's the thing though. Like if that's the case, then you should be going above and beyond. But the problem is that men value money so much that you hold on to it and you like, I don't want nobody to tell me what to do with it. I don't want nobody taking it from me. And it's just like, you got to understand that a kid is expensive.
I don't think it's the money so much. I think it's more so a freedom.
Niggas, no. I'm going to tell you. Again, one thing ain't for all people. So most niggas, it ain't about the money, bro.
The ego.
They think that, like, because nigga be like, man, why you want to put me on child support? I'm here for my kid. You're not. Because, like, again, I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about my line brother. Like, we not on child support because, well, actually, I am on child support. Shout out to Georgia. That's the conversation. I'll talk about it. But, and that's not like my ex ain't, we both low key. But anyway, I just think like when you hear those conversations, they think they are showing up more than they actually are.
And that's what I be saying. So when you said people doing their best, your best is not good enough, bro, because you think you're doing more than what you are. And I think that for me, when it comes to kids, your best not good enough. Exhaust yourself. Yeah. Exhaust all means. You have to die about your kid.
No, facts. So that's why I say, go back, man. Shout out to Georgia, bro. I think the way they handle it is so dope. I can see how some people will probably not like it, but like in Georgia, child support is mandatory. Like, especially if you was married or whatever, like it's mandatory.
Yeah, it's only mandatory through the separation process, like when you divorce. Because otherwise, they have no way of determining who's going. We're not going through no court proceedings unless I'm putting you in child support or unless I'm doing custody. Okay. If that doesn't happen, it's not a requirement.
Yeah, I do think that's dope because it's not like when I went through it, it wasn't nothing personal. It was like, well, you have to do this.
Because we don't want to hear shit from neither one of y'all.
Yeah, and I thought that was dope. And again, what people don't understand is it's so many ways around this. Like you can have conversation, not around it, but like you can have conversation. You don't have to collect child support.
Yeah.
Now,
You do
Be
have.
careful.
Yeah.
Cause
On the front end, it's like I may not collect it, but they can still come back and get on the back end.
facts.
But you know, I think that's another reason why it's smarter for people to have children after you get married anyway, or to be married, because the reality of it is when you separate, all of that is discussed throughout the divorce.
Yeah.
If you have a kid and you're not married, you're not getting that conversation. It's not you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when people be like, oh, it's cheaper to keep her or whatever that looks like, it's true.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you're going through, like people be like, well, you can have if you can have a kid and that nigga still leave you. If y'all married, he can still but when he trying to divorce me,
Right,
they gonna put that shit in paper.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So you can leave if you want to, but this is gonna be guaranteed, as opposed to a nigga who might leave when you had nothing, y'all had no paperwork. That nigga leave.
So what I will say is, because I don't want to keep spending time talking about like the toxic side of it, even though that's life. But like, I do think,
what's the benefits of child support? Let's do the positives.
Well, I won't say child support. I think when you going through separation, because
I'm about to Google
when you going through separation, I mean,
it's on the benefits for the kid.
Yeah, I was about to say it's only one benefit, but
it can benefit the man too. I feel like it gives. Yes, I feel like it gives you structure, because it's the thing. One thing for sure when it comes to men, you in particular, y'all are forgetful.
Mm-hmm.
You'll forget something's coming up. You'll forget that this has to be paid for, taken care of, right?
Yeah.
But if I know every month this gonna come out of my check, or I got my kid is taken care of, I know that the minimum they have what they need. You should be able to set that
up though, because only reason I don't agree, like I'm with you, it's just I don't agree about the child support, because from my understanding, don't child support like get taxed or something like that. Like you don't get. Let's say if I have a $500 child support payment, I don't think you get the entire $500. Is that with that or?
Don't ask me. I don't.
Okay, I don't know. That's the only reason why I'm not sure. So I don't even want to speak on it. But I was gonna say, as far as like separation and stuff, right? So because I know some people when they go through separation, one of their fights is who's gonna get primary custody, and I don't know where I got this idea from, but how we did it was we split primary custody for 9 years. So because like I think it's after 18. They're considered an adult. So we split it from when our child is to 9, one person get primary custody, and then we have a letter with a notary, and we got a court order. So after 9, then the other parent is primary custodial parent. So now you still split it. It's 50-50. And hypothetically, when it comes to the child support, one parent or both parents are responsible for child support, but we decide that we're not going to take it. So even in protecting ourselves, for the people that's listening, hypothetically, like, we both have the option to be able to, like, let's say if she's 9, right?
Collect child support
and let's say something,
custodial parent
something happened. Y'all want to go get my back end or whatever. They can do it. I can do it. But because we both are responsible for it, it wouldn't make sense for either one of us.
It's gonna split. It's gonna be even at some point.
Exactly. Anyway. So I think that's something that people should like definitely think about because I know when you break up, when you separate. So, a lot of the argument be who's going to be the custodial parent. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's something that you should worry about because even then, men are out here fighting for 50-50 and they don't even understand what they fighting 50-50 for. They fighting for 50-50 like, I don't know if it's guardianship or it's two things to fight for 50-50.
There's legal guardianship and then there's custodial.
Exactly. But people would be trying to fight for like 50-50 legal and I mean, that's cool because it's on paper, but it's still, if you don't have that custodial guardianship, you still gonna be responsible for child support and things like that. So like, I think you should fight for both.
So custodial is like their presence where they live. Legal is the decision making part of things.
Exactly. But I mean, if I'm living with, you can have legal, but if they living with you, then at the end of the day, you got the custodial. The custodial parents guardianship says I had the end all be all type shit for real. So I think that's some things that men should, if you care, right? And
no, the legal is more actually.
More?
Yeah. So imagine like let's say. Like even when if you go to the hospital, if something happens to the kid and then they got to make like a life change, they're gonna say who's the legal guardian.
See, I'm thinking like
it's the document. The legal guardian is the person that signs off on everything. Because
they both.
They have power of
attorney. They both important because if you got custodial, if you got to move because you have custodial, like you can do that.
You can custodial, you can move. But I'm saying legal is the
so it's
making
both
determination.
Important.
It's the documentation. It's the responsible for legally.
So it's both important. And if you're in Georgia, you definitely want to get legitimized. Like those things are super important.
Yeah.
But what you looking up something?
I was about to change the topic.
Yeah, make it light.
Light?
Oh no.
Well, kind of light.
Okay.
But
what? Simba?
No. Well, we could talk about
what
that.
You saying?
I was going to talk about the documentary.
Which
Did you
one?
get the chance to watch?
The Tyra Banks joint.
Mm-mm.
You didn't get to watch it.
He wasn't gonna watch it anyway.
I heard it
Nah,
was
he's
good,
been
though.
watching documentaries.
Yeah, I
I
heard
know
it was
he
good.
is,
But
but
you can
I'm
speak
sure
to it.
there's
Do you
nothing.
remember
You
when
just
American
pushed
Next
that
Top
thing.
Model dropped?
Yeah,
Like,
but speaking of documentaries, y'all watched the Epstein one?
Years ago when it dropped.
So you didn't watch it again?
I started watching it,
watched
but
it
I
on
didn't
Monday.
finish it
I watched
again.
it
I
on
just
Monday.
watched the first
So
episode.
I first of all, I didn't know it was old. I tried to watch it. I couldn't.
Get into it.
Yeah, like, and I'm not trying to be like OD sensitive now. It's just it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
it was very hard to watch.
Yeah, like, bro, it's no way.
Got chills just thinking. That shit was disgusting.
Like, what do you get? What's the benefits? If you're rich, it's so many people out there who would do things for money, bro. You don't have to get kids. And I'm not saying that's right, because we know coercion is real, all that. And sorry for my ignorance, y'all, because I'm not trying to like promote that. I'm just saying, I just think kids.
Leave kids alone.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I'm not trying to promote. I'm just saying, if you're rich, bro, you can pay anybody else you want to, bro. Like, so to pay for the kids, and that's why I didn't understand. And then my heart goes out, because before they even explained it, my heart goes out to the girls that's helping them recruit. Because on one end, it's so easy to be judging these girls, saying, bro, why are you taking these girls
Why
in?
would you bring your friend over there? Yeah.
I've been in these like environments that before she even explained what happened, the first thing I was watching with parents, the first thing I said was, I'm like, yo, can you understand how the mindset of like, yo, I can get paid for this and all I gotta do is this, right? I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing because I said no. So in my mind, it's like, well, I see that I said no and he ain't harm me, so all they gotta do is say no. All I'm doing is just bringing you there.
And you still got paid. when
Yeah,
you said
so
no.
all
Yeah.
you gotta do is just say no, right? I'm not thinking of that. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind. So I'm like, yo, they thinking like this is their ticket, the meal ticket to make some bread is easy.
And they
like,
all poor.
You feel me? They all poor. So that's the first thing I'm thinking about. And then I'm like, man, she in the interrogation room. They like, this is a felony. And I'm like, yo, this is fucked up. And I know so many people probably looking at this
16.
like, yeah, so many people probably looking at this like, man, why would she bring her friends there? And I'm like, yo, y'all have no idea. Like,
I
probably,
think one of them did time for it.
for real, I ain't get that far.
Yeah, I
just,
think she said she did because
It was
she was
her.
charged.
oh, it was that one.
Yeah,
okay.
she was
yeah,
charged
yeah.
with it. But that's why she was in the interrogation room. She got charged for it. But I think, and it sucks. Because think about I think about when I was a kid, right? And y'all remember they used to have like the hotlines
Yeah,
on the phone.
I remember.
I
for
had
sure.
a friend, somebody that I knew, and she would come. She used to date like older guys, and she was only a year older than me, but she was always dealing with older dudes.
Mhm.
And it never really, I was not into that. Like, it was very awkward, very uncomfortable. And I grew boobs early, so I was always seen as a little bit more mature. But she would be on the hotline, and of course, at first it started off as like a prank. Like, I thought it was just joking. But then it would be moments where the niggas would be like, well, where y'all at? We gonna come see y'all. And she would be like, let's go see them. And I would be like, bitch, what?
Mhm.
I thought we was just playing. No. And I think about those times where I felt pressured into like when she would be like, oh, we would go to the mall. And she would meet up with the guys at the mall. And I don't really know them. I'm just hanging with my friend. And they're older. And they probably 17, 18, and we're 12.
Mm.
And we at the mall with these old dudes. You know what I mean? And by the time we 15, they 20. Same niggas, different groups of niggas. You know what I mean? And it's just in my mind, I never did nothing with these people. I know she was, though. And I'm thinking about how I felt like I'm just tagging along, and I felt like I had to. I don't want her to go by herself, so I'm going to go. But at the same time, it's also we just chilling. We just hanging out. This is how we hang out, but this is how she hangs out because this is what she does. And she a little faster. And so I just think about my mentality as a kid and how it was I was never interested. And even though we've been in spaces where we would go to somebody's house and they would be like, you want to talk to him? No, I don't actually. I'm good. But just I'm thinking about my mentality and how I was able to say no in those times, but still feeling the pressure of being around it, still feeling the pressure of sitting in it and being a part of it in some regard. And so I'm thinking about those girls, and I wasn't even in a space of when I grew up, granted, I fluctuated. My parents been through their stuff, but by that time in life, we was okay. We was stable, a stable household. My parents were together, all the things. So I wasn't lacking or nothing in anything. And I think about just the people who weren't in my position, who had less than me, who, you know what I mean, who needed something. And so when I watched it, I'm just I'm looking at these girls, and you can see in their present day how life has beat them the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And they showing old pictures of them. I'm like, oh my God, they were so cute and innocent.
Mm-hmm.
They were little girls.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't even look like they even been through shit. But now when you look at them, they look like they've been through some shit. And it's like,
they were robbed of their innocence.
right. And at such a young age for somebody to be like, hey, come do this with your friend, it's like, okay, cool. And then you go and it's like, I'm uncomfortable, but I have to sit through this because I can't leave. What am I gonna do? Like, I'm gonna walk away. And then even think about it, during that time, we didn't really have like cell phones and shit back then. Like, there was no, I'm gonna call my dad. I remember my father had a phone in the car. Like, I didn't have no cell phone. Like, I'm uncomfortable. Like, but I sat through it. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about them being in that position where it's like, you have a grown man right here who is naked. And it's like, I'm sure they probably froze and was like so confused. Like, I thought we was just making money. And they're like, okay, well, if you don't want to do it, you can bring your friend and I'll just give you the money.
Go ahead and sit up for this.
Okay, let me go ahead and get my friend because let me get out of here. You know what I mean? And I think about even that friend is still close to my family now, but I felt like she put me in so many uncomfortable situations growing up that I'm actually not, I feel uncomfortable around her. And she don't have that, she don't understand how uncomfortable she made me. And there's so many situations that I don't even talk about, right? But she don't understand how uncomfortable she made me because that's just what she lived and she was cool with it and she's happy with her life, right? But there's somebody else that's close to her that kind of asked me like, why y'all not close like no more? And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with her. Like, I grew up feeling every time I was with her, I was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about how I felt and how they felt. You know what I mean? Trying to like kind of relate into that.
You know what's funny? When I hear that though, like I still put some other blame on the parents too, because one thing I pride myself in is being an adult when it's kids around. You feel me? Like, and it sometimes it be awkward, and sometimes I force myself to do it. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I don't be thinking things that big of a deal, but I force myself to do it because like you are a parent and you need to be a parent. So like I remember like even with Maya, like she want to do things like things that might not be that serious, but like I'll force myself to be a parent. Like, no, like you want to go to the mall for what? For what? Who? Like why? Like who's there? Like because I know what I was doing as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I know what I would do if I was allowed, or I just know the limits that I would push. So I know she ain't no different, and then it's probably worse with internet. So like, nah, I don't care if you think I'm hard or
strict,
like I don't
whatever.
give a damn. We can have fun, we have fun, but like, nah, like certain things you just not, and especially not in front of me. You feel me? Like even if you do it behind, like I know like y'all teenagers, y'all do, but you ain't about to just sit up here and think it's okay. Hell no. So like, nah, man, like drop me like why 12 at the mall? Granted, like I don't know. I was doing the same shit. So I'm just saying, like as an adult now, certain shit my kids not doing, bro. I don't give a fuck what they think.
But that be the thing, because even I think about those things, like you're not thinking about, I guess, the negative things of what it could be. And like you said, like now I'll be the asshole, right? But wanting to have a good relationship with your kids, sometimes it's like, all right, yeah, I want to be cool. I want to be accepting of, I want to get along with you and all the things. So it's like, yes, it's a line between the friendship and the parenting. But then I think about like, also, you want your kid to have a life.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I want you to have fun too, because I don't want you to grow up feeling like you missed out on so much that now you wilding out when you get grown.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I also don't want you to feel like, your life is boring and you hate your life. Like it's so nuanced and it's so hard to juggle. But I think that's why like the communication for me is so big, because like I be excited. Granted, sometimes I feel like I know too much, but I'm glad that I know too much and not enough.
Yeah, like and I don't know. I don't want to say that's important to two household parents, but I don't know. Like
I think it is, because then one person can be the strict, the authoritarian, and the other one could be, the whatever Democratic parent, whatever. Like one person could be hard and good cop, bad cop, and somebody can be like, I don't mind playing bad cop. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
As long as they grow up good. And
exactly.
Go
I ain't here to be your friend. I ain't here for you to like me. I ain't here for none of that shit. Like,
but I think that's what we struggle with the single parent households, right? Because if I have to do both. And sometimes it's hard to juggle both, because when do I put my foot down and then when do I be cool? And when do I give them that friendship and give them that love and care and that fun part? But then when do I say no? It's a no, So having to play both roles, and then sometimes have to playing both simultaneously, like at the same time. Yeah. Where it's like I'm being strict, but I'm also being a little lenient. And so,
and we also feel like I don't know about y'all, but I feel like it's a little different because it's kind of harder for us because we are younger too. I think like I know I'm younger than my mom's when you feel me when she had me, so it is a little awkward because I was even it's a little awkward because I can see how somebody will feel uncomfortable having to like discipline or even verbally discipline a kid when it's like he's a 17-year-old, I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like nigga, we
You wasn't. It wasn't that long ago
I
that she
know,
was in
like,
the same spot.
Yeah.
Well, you know, for me, it's a especially for me, like it's a little different, but because I
Like-
feel like I gave the crazy eye from
And
birth.
we could take this part. I don't know if whatever you cool. I like when Paris was down here and Jason was down here, right?
Mhm.
And I came out here and I said something when y'all went upstairs. She was like, "Oh yeah, y'all left." She's like, "I seen it. I ain't even notice it because I was down. I was here by myself." And I'm like, "No, you're an adult. Like you can say something." Like because she was like, "It's just I didn't." I thought something, but I didn't want to.
Honestly, I'm glad you did say something. I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
I sat when I came down here. I literally sat beside her and I was facing her. We was talking about the nails.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize what was going on until you said something. When you said it, and I looked, and I was like, "Oh damn!" And so I'm like, "I don't need to say nothing because you're already
Yeah.
checking it." And then he was like, "I'm like, you heard what he said, so listen." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh okay." But I think in his head, he like, my mom didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? But again, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even see.
And because Paris, like, she seen it, she was like, she thought something about it, but she was like, I didn't want to, like, because, you know, like, I'm barely, like, no, you can say something. Like, you're an
I'm about
adult.
to say,
Like,
I think a lot of times people think, like, one, because we're closer in age, and then two, because it's like, that's not my kid.
Mhm.
But for me, I'm definitely a it takes a village type of person. And I'm about to say, I have siblings my son's age, you know, so they think like you my sister. So like you know, you're not my parent. And I be telling all the time, I will beat your ass.
yeah, not for
I
real.
don't give a damn
Yeah.
who I am. I'm grown. Like you are a child, and they
Yeah.
like, nah, but you a child.
And that's why I say sometimes I even, like, I don't want to say it be, like, performative, but I just make sure I take
Yeah.
on that role so we have the boundary so we know that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause
Yeah.
we can be cool,
Yeah.
but I want you to know that, nah, I'm still an adult and you still a kid. You know what I'm
Nah, I
saying?
respect that.
And it's mad love. Don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
But
It's necessary.
Yeah.
I gotta take that out. I was gonna mention that actually.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was just calculating how to bring it into the conversation.
yeah,
But
nah,
yeah,
that's just like, man, I think
I
sometimes.
looks like I wasn't here. I don't know.
I don't know what happened, but
Mm.
but nah.
But yeah, if you were saying next top model, I remember that time.
Before we go there, like since you brought up the Epstein documentary, there was just one part that kind of stood out to me, bro. Just about that situation in particular.
Mm-hmm.
When Jamila was talking about children being in the press class,
Mhm.
that was like the clearest example of children being in the oppressed class.
Yeah.
Because in 2005, they brought this up. And he did, what, 18 months? But the way that he was able, when you watch the documentary, he was able to leave for 12 hours a day. He just had to sleep in the prison. Like, things that would never make sense, like, in the real world, bro.
I don't remember all of this because
Like-
I didn't get to I didn't rewatch it to the end.
So,
but I
like,
did
he
watch
got
the whole thing before.
convicted, but his terms, he was able to have a phone. He was able to leave the prison
Oh,
every
so this
day.
is why people don't
He was-
believe that he killed himself.
He was able to.
It's like you wasn't really locked up, nigga.
he
You
was
ain't that
able
depressed.
to. Well, I don't know. I don't know. But he was able to, like, as long as he had an officer with him, like, he was still able to go to his offices. He was still able to have communication with people. All of the things that just didn't make sense. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, why would you speak up? Because they like,
a lot of them say that too.
like,
They
why
was
would I
like,
speak up? I spoke up, and this
Ain't
is
shit
what happened.
happened, yeah.
and not
Like-
only that, they also was saying like he would make comments like, "Oh, I own the Miami Police
And
Department."
he did, because
Like I'm paying these niggas.
this the
Like,
part
we
that got
good.
me
Like,
real conspiracy, whatever. Alex Acosta, who was the attorney general at that time, 2017 becomes the state secretary
Mhm.
under the Trump administration. Epstein was one of Trump's top dogs. You know what I'm saying? And it was just unfortunate because I'm looking at it. That's why I told you I went down that rabbit hole. And I'm like, yo, like, this is. It was so ironic because when I heard the word oppressed at that time, I was like, this don't make no sense. But then when I saw it,
Mhm.
these young girls, I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. And they spoke up. It's like one time, it would be one thing if they didn't speak up.
Yeah.
But there are accounts of people that tried, police
So
officers
many of
that
them.
tried, like, they're upset, like, yo, what's going on? And it's like those key decision makers are just like, hey, nah. It just goes cold. FBI agents stop answering the phone. Things of that nature. And
That's
that's
why I
the
be
part that is so frustrating to me.
This is why I also feel like people who money is like so important to them and they're like greedy, they scare me. Because a part of me is kind of like, what do you need that much money for? And the answer really be shit like that. To control things, to run things. And it's just like, bro, why do you need to control and run shit? What's wrong with you? Control your damn self. That's all you need to be in control of. Why do you have to, what are you trying to get away with? That's what scares me about people who are super, super money hungry and are super greedy and like money is all that's all that I care about. Like, I'm like,
It's dark, bro.
that's scary to me.
It's dark, which leads to not the money hungry part, but like just the times. The reason why I brought up the America's Next Top Model documentary is just because like I'm watching it and I remember, because I think I was like 6 when America's Next Top Model premiered or something like that.
How old
But I'm 30. Because it was like 2000.
Okay, you probably was like 7, 8,
Yeah, 7.
maybe.
But I was the youngest, right? So
Mhm.
whatever was on TV, my sister's 13 years
Mhm.
older than me.
Oh,
We had
you're
to watch
watching it.
Yeah, so I just had to watch it. So I remember like the gravity of it's Tyra Banks. Like I knew who
She
Tyra
was
Banks
the-
was
Mhm.
when I was 7 because the way that my sister wanted to be a model, you know, my older sister, she
Oh,
wanted to be a
period.
model.
Everybody want, yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's watching this joint. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Did Tyra Banks come up with this, or this was just the model? And
No,
She came up
Tyra
with
no,
came
no,
up with
not America's Next Top Model, but like the
documentary.
idea of being tall. Was that a Tyra Banks?
Oh,
No,
no,
that was
that was a
the
model.
Because I
model
remember
industry.
during that time, like she's mentioned something
Mhm.
to the like she was like super strict. Like she was kind of like the Simon before Simon, right?
So
'Cause Simon-
that's what the documentary is kind of covering.
Exactly.
How they feel like Tyra didn't do a good job when it came to the show because it
I don't
enforced.
think she was Simon though.
You don't think she was Simon?
No, she
Janice
wasn't.
Janice
Janice
Dickinson
Dickinson.
was definitely
And you know,
Simon.
Janice Dickinson about to do a documentary about to come out on Hulu, and she's about to talk shit about Tyra as if like Tyra was the bad one, and it's like Janice, we watched you be mean and
She-
nasty to these girls.
So Tyra
Oh.
wasn't mean?
Not
Tyra wasn't
nearly.
mean. She was dissecting, and she was very much industry standard.
Okay.
I
Because I remember
think-
her talking about like being tall and like just like.
But that's not mean. That's the industry
Okay.
standard.
Okay,
I think
okay.
the issue that I have with Tyra is that Tyra said that initially when they're talking about in the documentary, she's saying that we wanted to do this show to show people what it's like to be in the modeling industry. But then she said that her goal in the show for herself was to break barriers so that we can show that the modeling industry doesn't have to be this. It can look different and it can be inclusive.
But then
That's
you
what
sh-
she said. But then she ended up being very strict and living by the model industry
okay.
standard, and you're putting it on Front Street. And now the world looks at you as if you're the person that's upholding this, like you're upholding the horrible
That's
standards.
why I asked like, did she create that standard of being
Nah,
tall?
she didn't, but you're upholding it because
yeah.
that's what you had to adhere to. And I understand that, but what you're not going to do is if you're going to say that that's what you're going to do and you're going to uphold that, then that's what you say. Don't say you're breaking barriers because you're not. But what she did do, she did try to they did like a shorter models thing. So they ended up doing, that's how Eva got past because Eva's only 5'7", but to be a model, you had to be like 5'10" and above.
Eva.
Marcel.
Oh, okay.
So she was on Real Housewives. She's all the queens.
Wasn't
men.
she somebody's wife or something like that? I remember she was
She
fire.
married somebody. Yeah, she
She
married.
was talking recently too. Yeah.
She married a couple people actually. Not like that. She married 2, I guess, prominent people.
I'll look it
First
up.
guy was the songwriter Kevin, dark skinned dude.
It
He
wasn't
like
Rick
a
Ross,
model.
was it?
No, Rick Ross. What'd you
I,
get
was,
that
I know
from?
somebody like popular
No,
though.
Kevin.
Michael Sterling was who she was married to.
That's who she was just recently married to. Before
Mm-hmm.
then, she was with Kevin McCall. He's a songwriter, but he was just on the podcast talking about how
Kevin
talking-
McCall?
I think dark skinned dude.
Yeah.
Kevin McCall. Yep.
Mhm.
Florida.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Carrie Rhodes.
He was fine too.
Lance
And now he done
Gross.
fell off. But anyway, so I think that's for me. That's where the disconnect came in the situation. Is like she said, "I'm doing this to break barriers, and I want to bring in a different standard of beauty when it comes to modeling." But then you uphold the actual standards of the modeling industry, and then you rely on, well, that was the times. That's what it was for the modeling industry. Well, babe, you said you was breaking barriers, so which one is it? What we doing?
And that's why I wish you watched the documentary. Because, bro, it was so hard from like a producer standpoint watching the documentary. Because it's like morally, I see where all the things went wrong. Like even down to like recording Shawty when she was sexually assaulted on camera.
Okay.
Then
The internet is up it's a toss up on that.
Okay,
one.
well, okay. Allegedly, essay there, and then calling the boyfriend, recording that, and
Listen, let me say this. I'm
but-
gonna say, I'm gonna say.
before you go, the part that was messing me up was like I understand the morality aspect, but then I also understand
Entertainment. Ooh.
the entertainment because this is the only network that gave them the shot. Like this is our last shot, so we have to deliver.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like we have to deliver a quality project. This is my baby. This is what I have worked for. Nobody gave us a shot, and we had a success first season, but now they're expecting us to do it again because this was season 2. So now it's like I'm looking at it from a production lens, and that's what she kept on tossing. I have nothing to do with production. I didn't know production had to call, and there was even a point where the woman who they were recording after the fact, the camera person and I think the sound person was like, "Yo, I'm so sorry that we had to record that." You know what I'm saying? Because morally, just
It
like
don't
in
feel
news,
good.
like
Yeah.
in news, right? Like I remember being in the newsroom, watching some of the stories that we have to write or the way that we're covering it. I'm like, yo, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
But this is the job, is what they tell you. So it was just like really hard for me to watch. That's why I just kept on saying like, whoa. Like,
But
it was
that's
just
the thing
crazy.
though, because the reality of it is, if you're watching it if you're from a moral place, the entertainment industry is never really going to be for you.
Yeah, facts.
Because at the end of the day, it's always going to be something salacious. It's always going to be something that's against your moral. Like it's never going to. Even for me, like if I can live as morally sound as I want to, I'm still going to have to work with people who are not morally sound. That's that. So it's just like you have to know that in this space. So I don't fault Tyra in that regard because at the end of the day, it's also reality TV, which is the shit of the shits of TV.
And it was early.
This
reality
is early
TV.
reality TV, like,
yeah.
and it is crazy because it's
UPN.
like, think about Flavor of Love, and I'm like, y'all sitting here watching Baddies right now. In 20 years when they do that fucking Baddies documentary, and then all of them, like Jayla and them commented on Shade Room and was like, oh, they need to go ahead and do a documentary for us on Baddies, because remember they had, or not Baddies, Bad Girls Club, which was where Baddies stemmed from.
Or Oxygen, yeah.
And they was like, they think we don't know they had the heat up in that house so that niggas could be angry and be fighting. Like, okay, so, but nobody was saying nothing about it then, because now y'all famous and y'all living off of it, sure. But the reality of it is fucked up. But that's how you create reality TV. And unfortunately, you know that. So when you sign up for it, this is early on when people don't know that, right? And all the girls are thinking, we just coming in and do this modeling competition. I want to be the next model. And I get it, but they also signed off on being recorded all day, every day. They said it's cameras around you at every moment. The camera's in the corner of the walls, baby. We're watching you. So everything you do is going to be caught on camera. We have the right to decide if we're going to release it or not. Don't do no shit you don't want on national TV because it's going to be on national TV. And it was. Now, the situation with Shandy.
That's her name.
Shandy. I feel bad for her. Basically, what it was, but I also feel like this is where I feel bad for her, but I also feel like she has to be accountable because, one, yes, you had a boyfriend when you came on this damn show. They recorded you with your boyfriend. Y'all had a whole little segment. Came on the show, and then the girls were like, they did a photo shoot with the male models, and they was like, how do y'all feel about inviting the models back to the house? And the girls was like, let's do it. You wasn't drunk when you got in that hot tub with the men. You already had a boyfriend before then. Why'd you get in the hot tub with the men? You had a boyfriend. What are you doing drinking in a hot tub with men when you have a boyfriend?
21.
That's one. Then you sitting on the man, y'all drinking, you getting drunk, and y'all cuddle up in the hot tub, and then y'all kissing, whatever. Y'all go to the shower, and then y'all get in the bed. And everything is recorded as stated. We're watching you. And so now what she's saying was she didn't even remember. She blacked out at some point. She don't remember. But you can be blacked out drunk when you wake up the next day and not remember and still been very active. I could be twerking all down this floor and I'm okay and I feel like I'm fine. Or I'm just drunk and I'm fine. And then the next morning I don't remember that I twerked. Like I don't. So who can say like nobody can determine when you're too drunk to a point where you're blacked out and you're not going to remember it. So if she's physically awake and talking and you kissing on this man and all the things, he's also inebriated. So if he's drunk, you're drunk. We can't sit here and say this man sexually assaulted you because we're looking at it on national TV and you got in that hot tub, you got in, you drank, you had a bottle in your hand, like doing the things. So it sucks because it's like, yes, if I'm drunk, I can't give consent. Unfortunately, he's also drunk. So can he give consent? So this is where the waters get murky, right? Then it's like the next day she's so upset, and people are framing it like she was sexually assaulted, and they framed it as you cheated on your boyfriend. And so she's crying like, I cheated on my boyfriend. I can't believe I cheated on my boyfriend. Babe, you set up the cheat when you got in that hot tub with that man. That was the setup. I'm sorry. You cheated when you sat in the hot tub with that man. You were cheating. That's just my opinion because I'm not going that far with somebody.
So wait, they had sex on TV?
They didn't show the actual sex, but they had sex. And they showed that on TV.
You saw him on top of her.
Yeah, him on top of her in the bed. And then, of course, they cut out. But then the next day, they had her waking up and she's like hungover. And everybody like, are you okay? Like, and she's like, did I have sex? And they like, yeah, you did. And she like, oh my God, I cheated on my boyfriend. And now she's emotional. And she's like, I want to call my boyfriend. And they like, no. They weren't supposed to have cell phones at the time. So they're like, no, you can't call your boyfriend. And she's like, I need to call my boyfriend. I need to tell him. They're like, if you call your boyfriend, we got to record it. We're recording it.
Everything.
And she's like, I just need to call him. She calls him. They're recording her having a conversation. And she's like, I messed up. And he's like, what did you do? And she's like, the worst thing I could have did. He was like, well, what is the worst thing you could have did? She said, what do you think the worst thing I could have did? He said, you had sex with somebody. And she was like, yes. She starts crying. She's boo-hooing. They're recording. She's on the floor, like, crying, like, I'm so sorry.
He called her a dumb bee.
Yeah, he was like, how could I stay with you? Like, why would you have sex with somebody else, you stupid bitch? Like, you're, like, what the fuck? And she's crying and all the things. And they're like, y'all violated her. I get it. You signed up for it.
It's tough.
It is so tough.
It's tough, bro. Like,
but this is why you gotta love your kids and teach your kids. But honestly, even in that regard, she didn't have any family.
She left at 18, I think she said.
Yeah, she had no family. All she had was her boyfriend. Then you still didn't respect him because why did you get in that fucking hot tub, Shandy?
It was just tough, bro. Like I again, like it was just a moral.
Go ahead, Jay, because I feel like I see the tell you like,
Nah, it's just I feel bad for her. Like,
yeah,
I'm with you. Like,
it's hard to put a finger on the sexual assault. You know what I mean?
I ain't even talking about that. I'm just talking about like, man, what do we want to be known for? Like, it's like I'm talking about like just the production aspect of it. It's like,
but it's reality TV. They're not trying. You're getting ratings.
But see, that's why I say
that's what I'm saying. What do we want to be known for?
It's hard
ratings
to decide that because was good at the time. Because during that era, it didn't seem wrong.
Yeah.
Like you may have had a few people that were like, but during that era, it didn't seem.
But
so
this my issue though.
Like over time.
This is my issue. They're mad at production and Tyra and everybody about the situation. I'm like, well, what about the other girls that was right there beside you? Because y'all all know y'all sharing a room, right? It's 4 y'all in that fucking room. Y'all all got a bed right here. You fucking this nigga in this bed next to me. All of y'all are here. No woman felt like she's too drunk. Y'all shouldn't be doing this. If y'all didn't feel that way, why do you think production is going to feel that way?
They all kids.
But that's the thing, though. We keep saying that all in between 18 and 21 at that point, right? And I get it. Still young. But you're legal. There's not much that we can say when it comes to the law. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not really talking about the sexual assault part. I'm just talking about just somebody having to go through that and nobody to be there for her on her side. Like, that's fucked up. Like,
but it's my issue though. What they tried to frame with the documentary was they tried to say like, oh, then they try to bring Tyra in the next day to have a conversation with her about cheating when they know damn well that she was sexually assaulted. And I'm like, I genuinely don't think that Tyra thought she was sexually assaulted in that moment. I genuinely think that Tyra thought you cheated on your man. So we're going to have a conversation about cheating because we are in the industry of beauty and we are beautiful women. Men are going to be coming at us. And
I don't think the conversations of sexual assault were as prevalent as they were today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
I know. I'm just talking about the people. I'm talking about the viewers. Like the conversation on there online was like Tyra ain't shit for trying to have the conversation online is definitely saying she was sexually assaulted, right? Okay. But then they're also saying Tyra ain't shit. The producers try to send Tyra in there to have a conversation with her about cheating, knowing damn well that she was sexually assaulted. Y'all wrong for trying to shift the narrative.
Okay.
And I'm saying at the time the narrative was that she cheated because nobody was thinking sexual assault at that time. Yeah. So now at this day and age when everybody's recognizing what sexual assault is and it's been laid out for us, now we can look at it and say, oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair.
That's why it's tough. That's why.
But I'm just talking about as far as like just because I've been a person who stood up for things so many times and I kind of got the hard end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? Because like I stood up for my friends, myself, and there was a lot of opportunities that I missed out on just by simply standing up for
Because they're
myself.
morals, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
But that's life, right? That's
No.
why I said when you morally sound, there's gonna be anything you work. It's gonna there's gonna be something that's gonna go against your morals. Now you have to make the decision. Am I gonna do this with my own, with my? But if you made a decision to stand up for yourself, then yeah, you're gonna miss an opportunity. That's the reality of it
yeah, I wish somebody could have been there or like
for her.
had her back. Yeah.
But
Well, and I think in that moment, and that sucked because, and they realized it later. But I think even in another episode, they had one where they had like a therapist come because all of them were like being very emotional, and they realized. I feel like they made some efforts in some regard. Like they had a therapist come and they was talking, or maybe she was a psychic or something. I don't remember. And she said to the girl, she said, "You don't have anybody," and she was like, "You just need a hug," and the girl started crying immediately. And then somebody came and grabbed her and gave her a hug and they like walked off with her. And I felt like, okay, that put things into perspective that she don't have no family. She don't have, you know what I mean? But also,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest, and this is the truth. We gotta be real. I do wish somebody was there for it, but at the end of the day, it's easy to look back on things and have retrospect. It's some people who would never be in that position.
yes.
You feel me? So I could feel bad that she was in that position nobody was there for. But there's some people out there, even at 18, they would never put themselves in that position. You know what I'm saying? So like, and they can not have people too. You feel me? So it's like, no matter, I always want to like save people. But even if we saved her from that situation, not saying she would have, but I'm saying she probably could have.
It's another situation
That's
that'll
tough,
come
yeah.
up that you ain't learned from yet.
Yeah, so producer or not, it's like, is that, like you said, something more, is like, is that for me to stop? Like, if I can stop this situation, so am I supposed to stop you from harming yourself every single time? Like when you put yourself in these situations, now I'm fucking up my money.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it.
One thing they didn't really talk about too much was like the eating disorders. And I was surprised that they didn't get into that. They mentioned it, but they didn't talk about it enough because I think I remember a whole episode about somebody having an eating disorder. Now, one thing I will say that was disgusting about it. The shoots that they would do. Like one season they had like a girl that had an eating disorder and she was like throwing up and stuff. And I feel like the next season they ended up doing like a shoot with like eating disorders and
or
like
just
somebody
different
was,
disorders, or
right.
something. Like not eating it was eating disorders or like bad habits, like
Yeah.
cigarette smoking and all of that stuff. But that was why I was talking about like the machine of
Production.
Tyra, right? Not just like production, but like with her, where your intent could be going into, okay, yeah, I'm trying to change the beauty standards and everything in that capacity, but then you see these numbers, you see these ratings, and then it's like, okay, how do I maintain this? So now I have to push the envelope of what initially I thought to maintain
And
this
that's what they were
audience.
doing.
And now it dilutes the why from the beginning. You know
it
what I mean?
became so stupid.
It
But I
became
think
fear
that's
factor.
why people stopped. That's why people stopped watching. They said that in the show, in the documentary, because it was like Fear Factor came out and it became a big thing. So then they started doing shoots with spiders and all the, and it's like now we have to add another wow factor to keep the people's attention. And it's like I can understand that notion of it, but the reality is that shit ain't had nothing to do with modeling. Like how I'm supposed to look beautiful through vomit? How I'm supposed to look beautiful through eating a burger? You know what I mean? Like, and it
Or
was like you have
smoking
to
a
find, you got to
cigarette or-
figure it out, find the beauty in it. That's what modeling is, being beautiful through the nasty shit. And then I didn't like they said the one girl was talking about how her mom was shot, and so they did a photo shoot. Had to do one where she was shot in the photo shoot, and it's like she was like they felt like they were preying on the stuff that the information they told them about themselves, and they were putting it in the show, making them live in it, and they were hoping to get reactions out of them. And she was like, she didn't give them a reaction because she just wanted to model, so she just modeled through it. But she was like, but that was something that was very disrespectful.
Yeah, this is disgusting.
It is.
It's tough, bro. It was a really good
traumatic.
documentary.
And it's crazy because it's like they didn't even, I feel like the whole time they only blamed Tyra for the whole thing. And I'm just like,
but she,
I feel like Tyra started it. She started the show, right? But afterwards, it was, now that you have networks and stuff in there, now you're having conversations. And they're like, this is what we're doing. It's not like Tyra was coming up with all of the challenges and all of the things. Like you know what I mean? Like it was like they kept adding on stuff. And it's like, you could tell that this is not her fucking idea. She only know modeling. How the fuck is she coming up with all this shit?
personally, go ahead.
No, son, did Tyra speak out on this? After,
She did.
She's on the documentary, but I honestly feel like she didn't speak enough. She basically was just, I felt like she was not trying to be accountable for it, but she was trying not to point the finger. She was like, I didn't have much to do with production. You know, she was like, I started this for this. And, you know, there are some things that I could have said and done differently. Did I do everything right? No. And in hindsight, it's 2020. Did I learn? Yes. She was like, but at the end of the day, I did what I tried to do. Did what I set out to do, you know, and I could have did things differently. Like, no, you know, and they would bring up certain things and she was like, I'm not going to talk about that.
But this is why I was mentioning the machine, because when you talk about, there was an instance in the documentary where they were talking about the other judges, right?
Mm-hmm.
She started with the J's, and there was a switch in president of the company, like UPN, and he's blowing up her phone, and essentially he's like, they gotta go, like they gotta go. Mind you, they started with her like 18 cycles, I think, or something like that.
She specifically brought them on herself.
Yeah,
like she was like, this is what I want to do. I know he does runway, he does makeup and photography. These are the two that are in the fashion industry that I want.
And there was a lot of other muddy water because there was one judge that wanted to leave and all of this stuff, and he stayed. But
so I'm saying, like, after it came out, did she like say something now, like on Instagram, or like, I don't know?
Not really, but it was just ironic because you just get to see. Again, bro, I'm not trying to give a cop out to her or nothing in that capacity, bro. But
everybody painted her to be such a bad light.
The industry changes you, bro.
Yeah,
like it just showed you. And I think she's still dealing with the residuals.
And I think she's trying to be careful of not saying too much, not saying enough. Like, she's just like, I'm not going to speak, because if I do, you're going to use my words against me. It's going to turn against me. If I don't, it's going to look like I don't. You know what? Let me just be quiet. It doesn't matter, because y'all going to already paint your picture and have your narrative. I came here to give y'all what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted this documentary. We can have it. And I think really she only did it because they about to do another top model season, right?
And because of COVID. What happened during COVID?
What? Oh, like, because everybody was watching it,
like,
and everybody started saying that she was such a shit person. And she like, let me explain. I wasn't doing this to be shitty. I wasn't doing this to violate these women. I wasn't trying to traumatize them and hurt them. I genuinely, when I first started this, it started this way. And this is what my goal was, and that's what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, the powers that be, I'm not in control all the way. Somebody's paying me. Every boss got a boss. And
honestly, like, just think about it. That could have been a goal to like create a different narrative. But at the end of the day, like, when you're going out in the industry is already the industry. So if I don't be hard on you, or if I don't set these expectations, even if you win next top model, you don't, your career stops here. And that was another thing that happened in the season. In the documentary, they were saying, like, one of the girls was like, she
didn't feel prepared, essentially.
One girl said she didn't feel prepared. She couldn't use none of the photos because they was doing all these crazy extravagant shoots. And it's like, I can't even use this in my portfolio to get booked for nothing because it's too dramatic. I need simple stuff, which you do. But then also another girl was saying, like, you had that top model stain on you. So now you're the winner of top model. And it's like, they treat you differently in the industry. They don't necessarily want to work with you, or they only working with you in certain categories, or, you know, so she's like, so really my modeling career has pretty much come to a halt because I was on top model. And it's like, I get it, but you also didn't have a career before top model. So it's a double-edged sword. Like, babe, maybe it's kind of like one of those like music shows where, like, if you win American Idol or something, you sign to a contract for X amount of time and you can't do this and that. But if I'm the runner-up, I didn't win nothing and I got the fame and I can go do what I want to do. So maybe you should have lost. But
shit, Jennifer Hudson.
That's what I'm saying. And
she was 7th.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need the platform. I don't need the win. I need the platform. And that's what, you know, but unfortunately, yeah. But they also didn't know that either. But she said that Tyra did talk. She spoke to Tyra once, and Tyra said she recognized that. She said, I knew you were struggling in the industry, and there was nothing I can do about it. And she said that Tyra said she was like, and I just didn't help.
Damn.
And I'm like, I don't know if I believe that was the conversation. Like, I don't believe that Tyra just said, I knew you were struggling, and I didn't help you. I don't think it was that simple. I think,
don't know, bro. She still ain't see Miss J allegedly.
That's true.
Kind of crazy.
But I mean, it is. But at the same time, listen. Let me say this: when you fall out as friends, if you're not speaking to me and you automatically you blaming me and you hate me for whatever X, Y, and Z, and you don't talk to me, when something happens to you, granted, as a good person, I will reach out because I do love and care about you.
But if we fell out, we not friends no more.
I will say, even if from a distance. But if you don't fuck with me, to sit here and be mad that I didn't come and see you when you got sick, you cut me off, remember? Because the reality of it is, they all were mad at her saying that Tyra is the reason why we got fired and let go from the show. And she's saying, I'm not. I got the call that y'all had to go. I thought we were good. Y'all are my people. It was like, I asked y'all to come on. And they were like, no, they got to get out of here. So, because it's my show, I'm staying on. So, Tyra's thing is, I didn't fire them. They think that I got them fired or that I fired them, and I did not. It was the network. But they're like, it was Tyra. So, you can see the disdain already where they're like, I think it was Tyra. And they're carrying it as such. If you're mad at me and you're not talking to me, and then 10, 15 years later, 20 years later, you have a stroke.
I will say, though, it was privately that they felt that. Because, like, publicly, when you saw the interviews.
But that can be privately. So, privately, you had a stroke. Privately, I would visit you. Privately, you felt how you felt. You ain't talking to me. We ain't spoke in 10, 20 years. So, when you have a stroke, maybe it's news and maybe it got around to me. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. We're not even in the same circle no more. You don't talk to me.
That's true.
So if it's privately they felt what they felt, sure. But I'm sure privately they also wasn't speaking to her ass either.
I don't know enough about that.
Me either, which is why I'm not judging. That's why I'm like, realistically, I don't know. But I know a mutual friend who doesn't, if you don't fuck with me, something happened to you, the way that I am, like if something did happen, I would assist or I would probably check in. But I know the reality is you don't want me to. You don't fuck with me.
Yeah, and
you don't want me to check in.
It shouldn't be expectations for me to.
Yeah, especially if you're the one that don't fuck with me. Like, if I didn't fuck with you and something happened to you, then out of my heart, I would understand why you would want me to reach out, like because you fuck with me. But if you don't fuck with me, why would you give a fuck if I come and care about you?
Yeah, I think it was funny.
I'm just saying that don't make sense.
I'm about to switch to you want to talk about this?
We can.
2:45.
No, I was saying we can.
Why'd you? What
I'm
was
low-key
it?
tired. I want to take a break. Shit.
I mean, we could chop it up because other topics are.
What do we have? I want
to.
to finish. I mean, we want to take a break, low-key, but
It wasn't really nothing. I mean, Cam Newton said that the value of a woman decreases with more children.
Oh my God.
It wasn't really anything that crazy. I just like the Simba thing because,
I don't know what the Simba thing is, but Cam Newton comment that, yeah.
I'll just play it real quick and then take a break. Sign off. Ready?
Okay, that's important. Yeah, she here. She's there. Everybody makes some noise for my girl.
Yeah, there you go. But to your point, you weren't doing it wrong. LA is a nasty place.
It's very nasty.
It's
It's very
place.
nasty. And the minute somebody knows who your partner is,
They own her.
My big brother, Game. I love Game to death.
Wait.
I showed Game. I said, "It's my girl. Think about getting married." So 2 days later, he was in her DM.
Oh my lord.
I said, "God damn."
Not my big brother.
right. I wouldn't even have said that my big brother.
I love him though. I love Game. That's my
Who
big
is that?
dog.
Simba.
What do you mean? See, that's what I be talking about when niggas be big bro, little bro shit. Like, oh, my big bro. Ain't no way you my fucking big bro. Niggas think
didn't
because you
even
got a
hear the
higher
clip.
status than them in some regard. I got a big bro you. Boy, fuck you.
I'm not like. First of all, why? I don't understand it.
You know I don't understand it.
Yeah, 2 days later, you on my girl DM after I told you that's my girl.
I don't even understand people who follow people that, like, I don't get. If somebody posts a man and it's like they tagged them, I might look at their page and be like, oh, who your nigga? I'm not following that man. I'm not interested. I don't understand that. So when people do that, that shit is weird to me, especially if it's like somebody, now, if it's your friend, if it's somebody that's your friend and they met and y'all have some type of relationship, cool, of course, follow them. Like, there's some interaction there. But this is somebody you don't even know. Or even you just follow somebody just to be following them because they cute and you like their content. And then they post their partner in it. Why are you following them specifically because that's somebody's partner? Like,
You funny as shit.
What?
I just
What?
bro called me this morning and was like, Jay invited me on the podcast.
Oh, it wasn't even because of that though.
I'm dead.
You're funny as shit.
Uh-oh, I want to know.
He's funny.
It wasn't even because of that.
Put me in the loop.
It wasn't because of that.
Who
I'm just
called
curious.
you? Let me see if call log.
That's all right. But he
That's
had
all
said-
right.
that's-
Let me see. I want
You
to
said
know.
it wasn't 'cause
It wasn't because of that. It wasn't because of that. It just
Oh.
it wasn't because of that. I just figured nigga always got something to say about something. I'm like, this might be a good conversation.
Oh,
like,
Lord. I don't know if I would have sit through this conversation. Why he ain't come?
He has a 5K.
yeah.
We
So
gonna bleep that out.
yeah. No. I didn't think nothing. When I seen it, I just thought it was interesting. I'm like, I didn't understand. It wasn't the fact that Game was in his DM. Is the fact
her DM.
Yeah, it wasn't the fact that Game was in her DM. It was the respect that he had for him after. That's the part that I didn't understand. I guess it was like, yo, if you my brother, now I'm more upset at you. Like now I'm not, bro. Like I told this nigga I got a girl. Like he talk like they laughing
And
about
that nigga
it.
said we think about getting married.
Married.
Yeah.
That's the part that just threw me off.
I'm
like,
confused.
wait
I
a
don't even
minute.
understand the kiki and the
Me either.
giggles
And that's
shit.
his woman. I would be like, why you kikiing with this nigga?
Yeah,
I got
I
questions though.
I don't understand like him bringing it up on a podcast like Game like you're so open like it's all fun and games and no point intended, but that's the part I don't understand. That's why I was saying it like this is interesting. Like
Yeah, and we love Simba too. That's the craziest part. It's just like
Mhm.
that's a real stand up from what I've got from what I've seen.
Mhm.
Let's
Conversation that
yeah for sure. Let's
But-
I want to do this though. This is random. It's not random, but it just made me think of something. Bro, just because you got relationships with people don't mean they can't get criticized, bro.
What, you think I wasn't about to
No.
criticize?
I'm saying because even for Game, it goes hand to hand, bro. Just because you cool with people, bro, don't mean you can't criticize them. And if you don't want to criticize them, they do some flawed shit. Just don't bring them up.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Because it's like you trying like at that point, it's like you got 1 foot in the game, 1 foot out. Again, no point intended. But it's like, yo, that's some fucked up shit. But it's clearly like you trying to keep this relationship because it might be something beneficial later on down the line. No, that was some fucked up shit.
But
So
it's
either
also-
don't bring it up, or if you bring it up, like, he's like, yeah, that's my brother, man. I fuck with Game. Why? Because now I'm questioning you, like, why? Why you fuck with this nigga after you told me about to get married to a chick and he DM? Like, now, Simba, what type of, why you so
I was
understand?
thinking the same thing. Now I'm like, who gonna be the man? Because to me, that's weak as hell.
Yeah, so it's like now, and again, I fuck with Simba for sure, but I can't say this and not do the same thing. So now I'm questioning, like, one, why you feel the need to bring this up on a podcast with somebody? Now I'm thinking, because I wasn't even thinking about none of this. Now my mind is rolling.
Because that's not your only example of niggas being flawed in
Yeah,
LA.
and-
But that shit hit you hard, apparently, because you bringing it
and on
up.
top of that, we're on a podcast. You know all of this shit that's been going viral. Russell going viral. Like, you can't just say anything, right? Clearly, I'm assuming y'all been together, right? Because he say, I'm not hiding no more, right? Like, we outside now. This my girl. Like, I'm embracing this, my girl, and I'm letting the world know. You letting the world know that you got a girl now. The first thing that come to mind is saying how you told a nigga that you had a girl and y'all about to get married. And he goes to your DM. Nigga, that's embarrassing.
To the girl.
Yeah. Why you like, bro? Don't even. You don't even have to bring that up.
It's embarrassing that you still friends with him. Because my thing is, I'm a bad bitch, so cool. I'm not embarrassed that like your man tried to talk to me. But I feel like now it feels like you giving passes.
Yeah.
Because why would you be okay with that?
And now with secondhand embarrassment too, because now I don't want, bro, we as one, especially about to get married. I don't want nobody looking at my girl like she corny. And I'm assuming she feel the same way. She don't want nobody looking at me like I'm corny. Bro, you going on a podcast saying, yeah, let me tell you about my big brother though. My big brother though. Right? I told my big brother that I got a girl and we were trying to get
You
married.
keep saying big brother, you keep emphasizing
I'm
that
just
motherfucker.
saying.
2 days later.
And he in my girl DM 2 days later. So what the fuck is you thinking, dog? Now what we talking about, bro? Like, you could have easily been like, man, these niggas ain't shit. I told this nigga that I had a girl. This nigga was in my girl DM too. Like, niggas is weird. You wanted him to know his game? I don't know. Now, because now I'm just thinking, because you know Game do a lot of name dropping too. So maybe, I don't know.
Maybe it was coded.
Maybe it's some West Coast shit.
I don't know, bro.
I don't
Like
know.
it's the listening to it, I was just like,
I fuck with Simba. And I don't know, he might see a clip and just know I fuck with you, but you ain't above critique, nigga, because that was flawed, nigga.
That was so
As
flawed.
as much as I fuck with you, nigga. That's the thing. When we talk about like, who gonna be the men, that's gonna be the name of the episode, right?
Come on now.
I'm serious.
You
But
done
I'm
said it 10
joking.
times.
I'm joking, but I'm serious, right? A man ain't your man if he can't criticize you, bro.
Mhm.
And a man ain't your man if he can't take criticism.
Mhm.
A lot of these niggas be just raised soft. It be that raised in a single mom home type thing.
All right.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, listen. A part of being real is self-awareness. I was raised by a single mom. And I learned that I had a lot of flawed shit. I had a lot of feminine ways that I had to learn to be able to get out of it. Because if what happened is if you don't look at yourself in the mirror and you're not self-aware with yourself, you're gonna have these ways forever. So if you don't recognize them, you can't get better. So back to the point. A lot of these niggas be raised by single moms and they don't have no self-awareness. No.
Nah, go ahead. I got a
Because they
question.
might not be, but you know, I mean, it's
I'm gonna say
podcast.
that
No, I
nigga
got a
probably got
question
a
though.
daddy.
Hey, listen, man, podcast talk. You feel me? You gotta drag it a little bit, right? It's fucking.
I hate this.
You gotta be
Come on,
entertaining.
Tyra Banks.
I feel the spirit of Jamila Jones.
Right. No, but not like on some real shit though. It's like, yo, if a nigga can't criticize you, bro, and you understand, if I'm not disrespecting you, if a nigga can't criticize you and show you where you was wrong, that's not your friend. And if you can't take criticism and understand the message from a nigga telling you somewhere where you was wrong, you ain't his friend.
Now you know what?
That's tough.
On that podcast, I wonder. I would have liked to see the interviewer say, okay, so what was that conversation like with you and Game after that?
Facts.
Because now I want to know.
The first thing I'm
Did
saying
you check
is,
the nigga?
but they laughing. The first thing I'm saying is, your brother.
Right.
That ain't your motherfucking bro. And I think that's probably why people like my interviews though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm very much me.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, hold up. We ain't about to just skip past you saying that's your brother and your girl DM. That's about to be your wife.
Yeah.
And she right here? Wait.
Matter of fact, you come here.
Yeah, like, wait. Like, you cool with this?
You
Like,
okay with that? You all right with that nigga coming to?
and the thing about me is, I got my shit about me too, but just in this regard, I think what I like about me, if I could say that, is that don't have to air.
Mm.
That don't have to air, cause I'm definitely gonna say something like, wait, bro, hold up, bro. Like, y'all cool with that?
Yeah.
And we could take this out if you want. I don't want to, because we're gonna say we're gonna get the numbers, but I'm definitely willing to.
Yeah.
Beep it out or something, you know what I'm saying?
But
can
we
do
gonna
all
have
that.
a real conversation.
Yeah,
Because
like,
nigga,
yo,
what the fuck?
What the fuck is that? Especially if it's Simba. If I'm talking to Simba, I'm having that conversation because that's somebody I genuinely fuck with. He showed me real love. It wasn't no fake shit. It was all genuine shit. So if I'm talking to Simba, I'm definitely saying, your brother.
Man, bring that nigga on here next week. Simba, come on to the couch
Your brother?
so we can ask him.
Damn. That's how easy it is to be a brother, bro? Because I fuck with you. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
He's still with her, right?
Yeah, she was there.
That's his first time, like, introducing her to the world. I'm assuming they've been together for a minute because he's like, nah, like, if you play it back, I don't know if I heard it right. I think he said,
Yeah.
I'm showing my girl now. Like, you saying, like I'm outside now. You feel me?
Been lagging.
Niggas.
I finally stopped hiding my girlfriend.
Who was this on? This is on All the Smoke.
Don't
This
make
is-
no more noise for me.
Wait, this is a live audience too.
Yeah.
Don't make no noise for me if you about to say this shit. Why you promoting this? That's not funny.
Hold on, wait. Let's see what comes up.
I really want to see what happened afterwards.
Right.
Because that's 40 seconds. So
Yeah.
I'm really curious to what the conversation was, because it seemed like the one person that was like, that's some bullshit, was going to say something. Because that looked like that was...
No, let's go to this. Let's go to this, man. Go
Huh?
to this.
Go
Go
You
to
to
know,
this.
we gotta see it.
I'm
Cause hell
sorry.
no.
This don't make sense, bro.
DraftKings Network. Let me see if I can find
Boy,
it.
this one take a long time to find that clip in itself.
No, I mean, it might not be out yet, but let's see. All
Hell,
the
it just
Smoke.
don't make sense to me. Yeah, man, we gonna record for fucking 3 hours. We can record for 3.5 hours. Shit,
Okay, I'm just saying.
Let me see.
it don't make sense.
So what's the protocol for if Alex
Go
stop
ahead.
typing.
Continue. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's the protocol for if somebody is trying to talk to your woman that you know?
If somebody I know trying to talk to my girl,
Mm-hmm.
ain't no protocol. What you mean? You trying to talk to my girl?
Yeah.
Ain't no protocol. Ain't no protocol.
What you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do?
Funny as
What you gonna do about it?
You trying to just get some conversation while you work.
Yeah, while he working, mine is well.
Damn, nah. I don't think this one is out just yet. Is it?
All right, so
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
no, if a nigga,
Tell me what you gonna do.
no, if a nigga that I know, if a nigga I know trying to talk to my girl, I'ma just simply say like, bro, what's up, bro? What's good? What's up? Like that's really it. We don't gotta fight and nothing like that. Now, if you want to get tough, I'm probably not gonna fight you. Like if I know you and you try to talk to my girl, I'm just like, bro, that's weird. I'm gonna tell you that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's no coming back from that though. Because if I tell you that's my girl,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say that's weird. It don't have like the hot what's the name? Because I know sometimes they say
So this is my question, I think, because
go to the comments. They might say this is the.
this is it. That's it.
Yeah. Nobody saying.
Simba giving game. Nah, I didn't say it. But I'm gonna just try to see it.
Yeah, we gotta find this shit. That don't make sense, bro. It don't say most watched part. They probably ain't see people. That's the thing, and that's why I'm glad we did this because
Niggas probably don't think the way
niggas need to do this more often. We need to show people you can't just judge things off a clip. Be smart, people. There we
Oh,
go.
here we go.
There we go. Let's see.
I love him. I love game. That's my big dog.
Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all done already. Niggas got the deflecting immediately.
We'll see y'all next week. Episode 50. 1%
Who gonna
better.
be the men?
Who gonna be the man?
Who gonna be the fucking men, bro?
We
What
out.
the fuck, bro?